Oops. What? Handcuffs, probably. Oh, fire extinguisher. Late again? I thought it was at 6:30.
Those are, for the court's reference, those are duly submitted into police report. Give me one moment to get the exact number. That would be police report 11804, which is the police report concerning this incident up until including the raid.
Late is always. Yup, every single court case I had, I've been late. It hasn't just been this one and the last one. It's been all of them. You're right.
You like the cross, Mr. Callow?
Also, it's not even my court case.
Yes.
It's just a court case.
Why did you call the police on Chips?
Speak louder,
Your
Jerry.
son?
Speak louder.
Objection asked
He
and
had been
answered.
telling.
Sustained.
Which is this one? This isn't my court case, you guys.
I never got to rebut that.
You don't.
You guys know that,
There's
right?
nothing to rebut.
The woman that was on scene in the courtroom today.
Was counted as a win.
I don't remember.
This
what she
isn't
looks like.
my court case.
It was a. So I don't know.
This is not my court case.
Do you have any idea when you
Did
got
it
into
say
the car with
6:30?
him?
Yeah, I thought it was at
originally, did he say
6:30.
anything
Oh,
about
it doesn't
where you were
fucking matter.
No, I don't. Not that I remember. I just said I didn't have anything to do because there wasn't any work at the
What
courthouse.
did I miss?
So I said if it was
Anything
okay
good?
to tag along with him, and he said sure.
Were you aware
Nothing.
previously
I'm gonna go get a shirt.
drugs being in the van?
No. Before the drugs that I saw in his van, I had believed that he was clean. He had told me he was passing drug tests, and he told me that he was not using drugs.
Were you aware that he ever had drugs in his home?
Not to my knowledge, no. Because, like I said, he had been telling me that he was passing his drug tests and that he wasn't doing drugs.
To your knowledge, how did those drugs get in Chips' van?
Objection asked and answered.
Well,
But nobody ever asked how they got in there.
I'm gonna overrule it.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Get some good sleep? No.
so I have no idea other than that I did see
I
him
haven't
loading
slept
things
well
into
in
the
a
back
week.
of his van when he got to his house. And then he told us to look in his van, and I looked in there, and there was a lot of drugs.
Were you aware that he ever took drugs?
Well, of course I'm aware that he does drugs in the past, but I thought he was clean.
Did you ever call 911 on him before?
Objection scope.
Your shit ton of white claws.
You like to rebut that, Mr. Callow?
Yeah, just become an alcoholic to sleep.
I
Easy.
mean, she called 911 this time, and she already said that. I'm asking why, if he took drugs, she already answered that question.
I
why it was
agree.
never done
Overruled.
before.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Previous to then, no, because I thought he was, being doing all the things he's supposed to do to get clean from drugs.
Did you plant those drugs in his van?
No, I did not, sir.
Were you fighting with Chips at all before you called the police?
Went online.
Objection, scope.
No?
We were talking about the 911 call. I'm talking about the.
Oh, I
surrounding
bought
context
some
of that 911
melatonin.
call.
Some melatonin.
Can you repeat that question so I can make sure I got the depth of it?
I asked
I'm gonna
if
start taking
she
it
was
tonight.
fighting with Chips.
Here's my
before,
alarm to wake up.
The 911 call.
I believe that's completely in the scenario that's been going on. There's no reason that's not in the scope. We'll overrule that.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Wow, good question.
No, we weren't fighting prior
fuck,
to
chat.
me seeing the drugs and calling the cops on him.
Okay. What is your official relationship with Chips?
Well, he was
Not
my
my
stepson.
mom.
Until we disowned each other as family.
Yeah.
Are you jealous of Kayden because Chips thinks she is a better mom?
No,
right,
I
I
am
am.
not.
Best mom.
Yeah, it's the first time they've been in
Yeah.
the same room together in
Yes,
a
Your
while.
Honor.
Are you sexually attracted to Chips?
Not at
Objection,
all.
scope.
Sustained.
Okay.
If you'd like to
what-
put her on the recall list
I
for
will.
you, feel free.
Keep
Keep it in the scope.
I will. Why did you betray your son?
Objection, argumentative.
Hello?
I withdraw the question. And I would like to recall her as a witness.
Very well.
The prosecution does not desire to redirect, Your Honor.
Thank you. You can step down.
Thank you.
Maybe this won't be that long.
Prosecution would like to call Officer Steele to the stand as their next witness.
Oh,
Officer Steele, can you come up here and step forward? Get on the stand.
Yep, here I come.
Yeah, get on the stand, Jordan.
Hey, no outbursts.
Hey, Mr. Steele, only I can say that. No outburst.
Oh, I just. Sorry.
Alright.
Just I know that you're a busy man. Okay.
Officer Steele, raise your left hand. Do you solemnly swear that the statement that you will give is the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you coil?
So help me, Coil.
Your Honor, the witness has been sworn.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Good evening, Officer Steele. How are you?
Fine, just okay.
I wish you could be better. But on September 21st, 2019, did you receive a 911 call from Miss Steele?
Yes.
To the best of your recollection, what did the 911 call state?
Oh, excuse me. Something along the lines of drugs and chips. Chips being the person, not the delicious potatoes that you eat with a salad.
Understood. Thank you for that elaboration. Did you respond to this 911 call?
Yes. Yeah, I was the first one on scene there.
Upon arriving to the scene, what did you find?
Yeah, chips with salad. You guys don't have that? I found it was at Chips's house on Fudge Lane there. His van was parked on the property. No.
Did you detain anyone on scene?
Yeah.
Did you specifically detain Mr. Chips Ahoy?
Yep.
What was your reasonable suspicion for the detainment?
Report of drugs.
After
And,
detaining...
Oh,
excuse me. Go ahead.
yeah. So when I got there and I started talking to people as well, Gene had a photographic evidence, so there was that as well.
And that is the same photographic evidence submitted into report 11840?
Yeah, that's it.
After detaining the defendant, what did you do?
I investigated.
What did your investigation yield?
Mostly questioning. A lot of questioning. Oh, what did it yield? I'm sorry. Misunderstood. Well, it I guess eventually it yielded a search warrant, which then yielded a shit ton of cocaine in various forms.
Did you contact Lieutenant Metzger for assistance on scene?
Sure did.
Why did you contact Lieutenant Metzger?
Well, he's in the department that deals with this sort of stuff, or I guess division, task force, whatever it may be.
Which division would that be, Officer Steele?
It's the CID there.
Understood. Thank you, Officer Steele. Prosecution has no more questions for this witness.
If these motherfuckers do not start coaching us, I'm literally going to stop going
Hello?
to court.
Oh, sorry.
I literally will stop coming.
Officer Steele. Nice to see you again.
Hey, Jerry, how are you?
Hey, how you doing? So,
Who dressed Chips? He looks
when
like
you
the
arrived on
fucking
scene,
colonel.
from that phone call, what did
Yep.
you do?
Objection asked and answered.
I want to
Welcome
know
to the
exactly
DA
what you did
coached.
as soon as you
It's
arrived
literally
on
not scheduled, though. If they would fucking schedule something with me,
I
would-
I believe the question
what I
that was
mean?
asked was what he found.
did
Not
you come an
what he's
hour
seen,
early?
so I'm
Oh,
gonna
I'm
rule
glad
that.
you guys are the DA.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
That means you can answer it.
What was the question?
When you arrived on scene initially, what did you see?
Chips' car parked on the property, his van, rather.
Right. Was there anything in the van?
No.
So there was no drugs in the van.
At the time, no.
Okay. You mentioned how you detained them.
Yep.
Okay. Was there a point when did you ever enter the house? At this point?
You doing it?
Withdrawn.
No.
Did you ever ask your son if you could use the bathroom?
Yes.
Objection scoop.
It's about the scene in question in
I
the
did.
investigation.
At that
you
time, I
asked
didn't.
for, and how he came to
If
the
it's
probable
about the
cause.
scene, Mr. Kahlo, can you reword the question so it involves being at the scene instead of just a question about where it could be at any time?
Okay, at the scene of the of when you arrived there, did you ask Chips to use the bathroom?
I'm sorry, can you rephrase that?
When you were
You can
at
say
the
again,
scene,
Jerry.
did you ask Chips if you can go inside and use his bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you do when you were inside the house?
I used the bathroom.
Okay. Nothing. I'm just wondering. And then what happened after you left it? The bathroom.
Is this the same question you were asking me about without legal representation an hour ago?
Yeah.
That's not what he asked you, Mr. Steele. He asked you a question. Answer it.
What was the question?
I asked if you did anything else in
No.
the house besides go to the bathroom.
Didn't
Your
even
comment's
didn't even
also
wash my
stricken off
hands.
the record.
Understood. This didn't even. I didn't even wash my hands. I swear, honest to God, just use the bathroom.
When you left the house,
Yeah.
what did you do?
When I left the house, I left the house.
Okay, and what happened after you left the house?
A lot. A lot of things happened. Is probably
what was the
like
first thing that happened? I'm sorry.
I don't remember.
Did you detain your son and the other woman that was there prior to entering the house or after?
Objection asked and answered.
We never talked about when he was going into the house. He just
It was before
mentioned
that.
how he went into the house.
It's all right, Chad. I don't need you to
Trying
be my
figure out the
memory.
timeline regarding when he entered the house and when they were detained.
I'm gonna overrule it. I want to hear it.
Understood, Your Honor.
No, they'd already been detained for like an hour.
And when they when you left the house, what was the next step? Is that when? I'm sorry. Was that when you called Lieutenant Metzger?
Nope.
Okay, then what happened after that?
I think we were waiting on LeBar to get down there.
Okay, just to clear something up, they mentioned the search warrant that was not submitted into evidence, but what was and he mentioned the probable cause. I just want to clear that up. And the probable cause for the search warrant was
Objection scope. Reasonable suspicion was elaborated, not probable cause.
Yeah, coyotes are rough one
when
to get,
reasonable
man.
suspicion. Whatever
I don't like
I
like
want to
getting
know.
coyote.
Sorry, but whatever the reason for the search warrant was, I'm trying to figure that part out.
Objection scope.
He asked about the investigation, and they mentioned the search warrant and how they went in and investigated.
The search warrant was mentioned during Gene Steele's line of questioning.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. If you want to ask a question about the search warrant, you need to build a foundation to that. And if you don't, it's outside of the scope. I'm gonna sustain that objection. If you want to ask Mr. Steele any further questions, you need to put him on your recall list.
That's fine. Then I will recall the witness. Thank you.
Prosecution does not desire to redirect, Your Honor.
You can step down, Mr. Steele.
All right.
He touched me with his dirty dick hands. You didn't wash your hands.
Keep it down back there. Keep it down.
Order in court.
Honey, did you touch chips with your... Okay, never mind.
Prosecution wishes to call Lieutenant Metzger to the stand.
Mr. Epinos, if there's any outbursts, they get 2 warnings. After that, let me know. I'll hold them in contempt.
Yes, Your Honor.
2?
Lieutenant Metzger, please raise your left hand.
All right, you get one more of
You
those,
solemnly
goddammit, and
swear
that's
that the
it.
statement you will give is the truth and nothing but the truth.
The judge is pretty
So help
fair.
you send-
Oh, no, I'm not saying he's not fair.
Your Honor, the witness has been sworn in.
Thank you.
There's
Good
you.
evening, Lieutenant Metzger. How are you?
I think everyone has that cop,
I'm
or that
PG, how are
judge.
you?
Every cop has that judge
Good,
they
thank
don't
you
like
for
getting.
asking. On September 21st, 2019, did you receive a 911 call from Miss Steele?
Yes, I did.
Did you immediately respond to this 911 call?
No, I did not.
Being
Because
fair is why
there
you don't
were
like getting
2 to
them.
3 other units
That might be
responded.
true. But also,
In
I'm
your
17
opinion,
and 0.
as a lieutenant of the Los Santos Police Department, is this call enough to establish reasonable suspicion that the defendant committed a crime?
Based on the evidence and testimony given on scene, yes.
Did Officer Steele request your assistance concerning the situation?
He did.
Did you bring a police K-9 with you to the scene?
Yes, I brought K9 Raven with me.
So you are a K-9 certified police dog handler.
Yes.
Are police K-9 dogs trained to detect drugs in their paraphernalia?
In this instance, this
All
K9
right.
is.
Upon arriving at the scene with your police K-9, did it detect the presence of drugs?
When I did perform a search
18
of
and 0.
Mr. Chips with a K9, or I should say a sniff, it did alert me to the presence of drugs on his person, but not subsequently to the vehicle.
Is a K-9 dog sniff allowed under reasonable suspicion while someone is detained?
Am I going to stay on? No.
Yes, based on the
I gotta,
evidence there, we had enough PC to basically, or
gotta
excuse me,
get my shit
RS
together.
to conduct the sniff.
I'm sick of being sleep deprived.
At what point did you determine that you had probable cause to seek a search and seizure warrant against the defendant's estate?
Have a hot date? Yeah, with my
Once
fucking
I
bed,
had,
dude.
Basically interviewed the officers involved and received the photographic evidence and whatnot. That's when I contacted both a member of the DOJ, a judge, as well as another detective to assist.
I'm staying for this.
Who
I
was
don't
the
know if I'm
justice that
taking
you
tomorrow
contacted
off
for assistance from the
anymore.
DOJ?
I think I am.
Initially, it was Judge Bailey. However, Chief Justice LaBar ended up taking over.
And who was the detective that you sought assistance
I don't know.
from?
Maybe I'll take Tuesday
Senior
off.
Officer Reinhardt.
God damn it. I wish there was a setting where you
Did
turn that
Chief
shit
Justice Labar approve the search and seizure warrant against the defendant?
Yes, he received the affidavit from Officer Steele and approved it on scene.
What were the parameters of the search and seizure warrant?
off. You didn't miss much.
If I recall correctly, it was all weapons, class 1, 2, 3, as well as explosives, drugs paraphernalia, etc. I did not handle the warrant, though, so I don't recall all of them.
Spiel did you
It
drop?
also did have an
I would like to
invitation for
object to
his-
this answer and this question due to the fact that the word search warrant was not entered into evidence, and he's speculating on what was in the warrant.
No, I gotta talk to DA.
May I rebut, Your Honor?
Sure.
The search warrant, while redacted, is specifically stated within the police report and the items contained therein.
The search it's mentioned, but there's no search warrant.
Maybe I won't
added
bring it
into
up.
evidence. I'm not able to look at the search warrant.
I think we
myself
fucked with Jerry enough
and
today.
Be able to properly conduct any type of discovery from that.
Did Mr. Ahoy there get a copy of the search warrant?
That was less than taken away.
No.
I didn't handle the warrant, Your Honor, so I could not tell you.
Oh. I don't think I did either.
So you never received a copy after the raid was served, Mr. Ahoy?
No, that's right.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
What?
I'm gonna... Well... I'm gonna sustain that objection.
Understood. Who is the officer that handled the
18
search
and
and
1.
seizure warrant?
Chat, this is not my
Detective
case.
Reinhardt.
This is CID.
Did you assist Officer Reinhardt in executing the search and seizure warrant?
Yes, I did.
What did you find upon executing the search and seizure warrant?
Once we cleared the house,
But
when
if I
was
win, it's
in the
my
vicinity
case.
of the
Exactly.
The kitchen and living area, I stumbled upon what one might describe as a mini snow fort. There was about five or so kilograms worth of crack cocaine and some weapons thrown in there as well. I don't have the exact numbers off the top of my head, but I know it's in the report.
I'm gonna stop her here. I want to get the parameters of this. Mr. Ahoy?
Oh.
Yeah.
I keep feeling like it's fucking
I'm
sovereign.
gonna ask you a question, but if you wish to invoke your Fifth Amendment right, I can. So that's up to you.
All right.
Were you present during the raid?
Well, yeah. You
Were
know,
you in
so
police custody?
yes,
So you were aware it was happening.
yes.
Continue.
I'd like a sidebar, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'll prove that.
Oof. Damn, if this gets fucked up by him not getting a copy of the warrant.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. What's going on?
Espinos, control your fucking courtroom.
Sorry, what was that?
Is that allowed? I said,
Oh
you're
yeah,
allowed to film in court.
I asked for permission every time.
Sounds like
So
that was
Batman,
good.
Coyote said it.
Yeah.
But besides that, they also pointed out that there's CCTV in here, and even if I wasn't filming, it's being filmed and it's public record. So,
Could you lower your voice, please?
oh, sorry about that.
Fair enough. Alright.
Fuck. Well, you didn't read the warrant that he's on site. I don't fucking know how it works. I know that when I went through Mel's phone, I had to fucking give him
Hey,
the
honey?
warrant. Yeah.
You didn't put your dick on chips, did you?
I did not put my dick on chips.
All right, you didn't touch your dick and then touch chips, did you?
I mean, at some point I've touched my dick and then I've touched chips. Not like
Okay, honey, please don't
directly afterwards, though. You know
Please
what I'm
don't.
saying?
touch chips with dick hands.
Aren't all hands dick hands?
Miss Steele, lower your voice, please.
Oh, I don't know. Are they?
I mean,
I guess so. I mean, it depends on like when you wash. You know, like you wash your hands.
well, he didn't give me permission to wash my hands, so I couldn't.
What's
Oh,
the statute of
alright,
limitations,
okay.
Kayden?
What?
It's true. Dick residues like GSR. That shit gets over.
Kayden.
What? Huh?
How long after exposure to dick do dick hands return to just being hands?
Shit, I guess it depends.
Yeah, what's
Like-
the statute of limitations on dick exposure?
I think that if it's just a guy peeing, maybe like a couple, maybe like 5-10 minutes. But if it's
Are
like,
they not just like,
Yeah, like-
can they not do it like hands free?
I mean, no.
You sure?
I mean, I'm sure some of them. I don't
Jordan, can
know.
you piss hands free?
Huh? I mean, yeah.
Piss hands free.
Depends.
Oh, there you go. You don't need dick hands.
Yeah, it depends. Well, Jordan.
Depends on
Yeah.
what. He just said he can.
Depends on how cold it is.
Yeah. Normally he can't though.
Yeah, just push it through your fly and then have a little wave around, innit? Gotta be that easy, no?
Well, I mean, you'd have to like, because the thing is like normally like a normal flaccid dick will just like flop and just face directly down. So you'd have to like, I mean, not
Just
direct
like
down,
use
but
the bottom of the
kinda
fly and like pull it up a little bit and point it away, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. Right.
Yeah, kind of
What
like,
the
you know, grabbing a
fuck?
hose from underneath. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a dick. Honey, can you come over here?
Yeah, would that work?
What?
Can you just ask him these questions because I don't know.
Look, right, if you like flop it out through your fly, right? So you want to pee hands free, so you don't want to go through the exposure of hands to dick, right? So you like, you know, flop it out and then like jingle your trousers around till it points away from you. Is that logistically possible?
I don't know. How the fuck are you gonna get it through the fucking hole?
Or just undo your fly, innit?
You'd have to like you'd have to like unbutton the button and then put your dick through the fly and then put the button back on. But like,
Can I just point out real quick, there is the option of sitting down when you pee, which would constitute hands-free peeing.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
about
throw it out
that.
there.
I don't know about
I mean,
that.
it might not be the
Sit down, what
most
the
masculine
fuck?
thing in the world,
I don't know
but
about that.
technically that's correct.
No. What the fuck? What? God no.
Kayden, are you
Sitting
asking
down.
Jordan to do a sit down wee before he touches your son?
What do you think about that?
I don't have a son. That that dumb little bitch, he doesn't have to worry about me ever touching him with, again, dick hands or not.
Alright,
I don't have a fucking son.
you stay on your side.
Stay on the clean boy side. You look ridiculous, Chips. You look like the fucking colonel. Who dressed you? See what happens when you don't have a father?
Girlfriends this morning?
One of the judges gave me an out. I won.
We back in session, Your Honor.
Jerry, don't you have 0 girlfriends now?
Okay,
Do
so
you want to
Lieutenant.
finish answering the question? Or...
Actually, no, Lieutenant Metzger. The testimony that you have given thus far on this answer and the question itself are withdrawn.
Okay.
So, is it legal to possess proprietary color-coded Fleeca bank security cards?
Absolutely not.
Is
Yeah,
it legal
Bambi
to
broke up with
possess
him.
700 grams of pure cocaine.
Absolutely not.
Is it legal to possess 4.6 kilograms of crack cocaine?
Oh,
Negative.
Prosecution has no further questions for this witness, Your Honor. I'm here for you, Jordan.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you, Boba.
Lieutenant Metzger, just so we clear this up, I just want to be and this is for clarity purposes, were you the one that gave the okay for the search warrant, or was Detective Reinhardt the one?
What?
Judge Labar approved the search warrant.
Approved it, but who gave the okay to write it?
I did, based off. Well, I asked I asked Officer Reinhardt to begin drafting it in order to get this going, and then I also coordinated for the judge to come in.
Okay. You mentioned the dog search earlier. What type of drugs?
Weird the
were
DA
found?
would bring up the dog.
What type of drugs were found on the?
I'm gonna make you
my client
off me.
With the dog search.
So once we were alerted, I did a pat down of him.
Have we shot anyone?
And then
No.
A search in his pockets. He
Worst
had a
court
legal
case
amount of
ever.
marijuana on him.
Do you say illegal or illegal?
Legal.
Okay, a legal
Personal
amount.
use.
Okay. So in that case, you mentioned also that the dog did not find anything in the van regarding the canine. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Then, in regards to that, if the dog found nothing and he had a legal amount of weed on him, what was your probable cause to go ahead and push for a search warrant?
So we had, as we've already talked about, the photograph taken by Mrs. Steele, the 911 call,
True.
and his testimony from her.
Right. So the 911 call and the photograph were given, and as her testimony states, it was about finding it in the van. When you went to the van and you had a dog sniff the van, nothing was found.
No, nothing was found. The van was, however, parked literally right at the front door of the house.
Okay. And then Officer Steele also mentioned that he was on scene prior to you and he had detained them. Regarding that timeline, so are you assuming that he somehow moved the drugs or something?
Objection scope.
It's in the scope of the probable cause. I'm asking about probable cause and the reasoning for that probable cause.
Well, scope generally doesn't mean exactly that you're asking a question that hasn't related to what he's asked there. As long as you build a foundation to that question, you'd be allowed to. So I'm going to overrule that, as the foundation has been built.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you want to restate that for me, please? Just so I make sure I answer correct.
Okay, let me try.
The next case was supposed to be for it, but I guess she went
so
ahead and dropped
your
it.
probable cause is the assumption that prior to you arriving,
Apparently
there,
Hobbit
the
doesn't want to be in
drugs
court
were
all night
moved?
either. Which I didn't have an
As
issue
we've
with.
already stated multiple
but
times,
whatever.
witness testimony from Mrs. Steele, she witnessed the Mr. Hoy, which she told us on scene, and what was relayed to me by Officer Steele, was that he was moving things back and forth from the van.
Okay, and her testimony was about before. That was prior to you even her taking the picture. I'm a little confused on the. So basically, I'm just trying to understand here. So the probable cause for the search and seizure warrant was basically just the picture she sent from the 911 call.
As well as her testimony, yes.
And just her testimony, okay. And
I mean,
and then
pictures are
after
pretty
that,
good.
You searched the van and nothing was found.
Nothing was there. That is correct.
Okay. And before you got there, Officer Steele was on scene and he had them detained, and he also mentioned how he went into the house. Is that correct?
He had not gone into the house at that point.
Okay, then I'm a little confused then on the fact that when did he go into the house?
How'd she fake a picture
There's
like
a
that?
point where I left the scene
I don't know.
to go talk to Judge Bailey and collect Officer Reinhardt.
Okay, so they were detained already.
They had been detained. So I don't know if you understand detention versus being under arrest, Mr. Callow.
No,
But as soon as Officer Steele arrived on scene and began questioning them, they were detained.
By the
So they were
Bucks!
detained as soon as the first officer was there. Just to be clear.
Okay. And then because of, do you have any idea the timeline
He's already considered
between
hostile
the officers
because he
getting
is
there
the opposition's
and
witness.
Double hostile.
This
Yeah, yeah.
incident.
Which incident are you referring to?
The officer arriving at the scene and the original 911 / this picture given.
It couldn't have been more than 30 seconds to a minute.
Oh,
Let's go
From
for
the time
Chief.
that Mrs. Steele called.
Yeah, Metzger is
Okay.
good.
Thank you very much.
I like Metzger. He's by the books. And
Prosecution does not desire
he
to
doesn't take
redirect,
any
Your Honor.
shit.
You can step down.
Thank you.
Do you have any
The,
other witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. Prosecution would like to
That's
call
just the definition of
Detective
evidence.
Reinhardt to the stand.
Yeah, he really is.
I want to see if I can do something about that.
Senior Detective Reinhardt, please raise your left hand.
He might not want it though, man. Apparently,
Do you
Chief
solemnly
is
swear that the statement you will give is the truth
thing.
and nothing but the truth. So help you Coyle.
I do.
Your Honor, the witness has been sworn in.
Very well.
Thank you. Good evening, Detective Reinhardt. How are
Hey,
you?
I miss Coop popping
I'm
on and
great, how
riding
are you?
along with me. That
I'm
shit was
fantastic.
fun.
Thank you for asking. On September 21st, 2019, were you contacted by Lieutenant Metzger to assist with a raid?
Yes, I was.
Do you know why Lieutenant Metzger contacted you for assistance?
Originally, no. I was contacted to come in and
Who
assist with the raid
sucks?
that I had no
Yeah.
knowledge of prior.
All right. Are you a fully trained and qualified detective
Sure,
of the Los Santos
Serge.
Police Department?
Yes.
When you convened with Lieutenant Metzger, was Chief Justice Labar present?
Originally, we had met up at the courthouse, and then after on scene, we met up with Labar. So yeah.
Find your shit.
Was a warrant drafted for the search and seizure
Why the
against the
fuck can't I
defendant's
find you?
estate?
We've talked on Discord.
Originally, from me, I had started writing it up, and then Labar took over the warrant.
What were the parameters of the search and seizure warrant?
You want to repeat parameters just so I'm
I object to that. Again, I have not been able to see this warrant, so I have not been able to prepare for this.
If I may rebut.
Yeah, go ahead.
She helped write the warrant so that we may get the parameters of the warrant as they were assigned.
Did
Mr.
she help
Calloway.
write the warrant, or did she write the warrant?
I helped write it. I gave. I was
Oh,
told
thanks.
what I could, and then Labar took it over so that he could talk to both officers.
Oh, can I have a sidebar again then, Your Honor?
Yes.
Hey.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, I will remember that.
Man, let me tell you, this case sure is riveting.
I'm glad Kermit's dead.
Yeah, fuck you, Julio.
Kermit's dead?
Yeah, Kermit the line. You got
Shit. I'll be damned.
Hey, Chips.
Jordan, I want to arrest that man with the hat for violating my First Amendment right.
That's Kayden. It's not a man.
No, the guy right next to me.
Oh, Julio.
Julio. Yeah,
fucked up, man.
he violated my First Amendment right. He's provoking me.
Oh,
What do you mean I'm provoking you?
I mean, you could, I guess, take it to a civil court, bench trial. That always happens
Jordan!
to me. What do you want me to do? Arrest him for what? Provoking you?
For violating my First Amendment right. Metzger, I need you to arrest this man. He's not even paying attention. Jordan, arrest
You know,
this
I'm
man.
gonna be honest. I'm not even on duty right now. I'm just dressed like this.
He's out here in the uniform, looking his best, living his life.
Living his best life.
Yeah.
Views, something on your alt key. Oh, I don't know if I have anything heavy enough here though. Maybe I'll just buy like a mini, like 5-pound
Jordan,
weight.
you didn't prepare me for this part of the world.
I'm not prepared for any of this shit. All right. If Splainer
What?
doesn't start fucking coaching me, I'm gonna freak the fuck out.
He's not supposed to coach you. It's literally illegal.
What? No, it's not.
It's illegal to coach witnesses. Yes,
Well,
it is. It can be considered a mistrial.
Okay.
Also, honey,
Is that
you showed
true?
up 30 minutes late to the case.
I didn't. I
so-
showed up
Did
22
you really?
minutes
Wait, you
late
did?
because I thought it was at 6:30.
All right, well,
Because I was told it was at
Order in court.
6:30.
You would have had time to prep it.
So
All right.
the original question was what were the parameters of the search and seizure warrant? That is hereby withdrawn.
Okay.
What parts of the warrant did you write?
Well, I just started. If you want me to read it, I have it pulled up.
It has not been submitted into evidence, so
Okay,
if
well,
just specifically the parts that
basically-
you contributed to.
I mean, I had just started writing the 911 call was received from Gene Steele, and that was basically. I didn't really have time to write the full warrant as I was getting back in this.
Do you recall what parts of the warrant you did write?
I literally just said them.
I believe I didn't hear it. I apologize.
A 911 call was received from Gene Steele, and then as I was getting back in the city, and then we met up with Judge LeBar. So I did not have time to write it.
All right. Again, referencing police report 11804. What did you find upon executing the warrant?
Upon executing the warrant, there was 10 bricks of cocaine, about 50 grams each in weight.
Rate also wasn't
roughly
submitted
2
in
baggies
evidence.
of cocaine, about 5 grams each. 38 baggies of 35% cocaine, 5 grams each. And then a total of 920 baggies of crack cocaine, 5 grams each. About 44 weed seeds, 1 vintage pistol, 1 AP pistol, and 3 Fleeca bank security cards.
Are Flinka Bank security cards illegal to own?
Yes, very much so.
Alrighty. Prosecution has no more questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Personal use. I mean, for chips, it's believable.
Gallo?
But it's not going to fly. Fuck damn it.
All right. Officer or Detective Reinhardt.
Hello.
Hi. So the
Not looking
you were
great for
writing the
chips at
warrant,
all.
The amount of what was given to you as for before you stopped writing it, what was given to you
What the
as what
fuck?
to put in there for probable cause?
It was just that there was a warrant needing for chips, and they gave me a little bit of what I, would need. In terms of every single thing, I don't know, because like I said, I was jumping back in the city to do this raid.
Okay. Were you ever given any of this supposed evidence?
Yes, I was sent, I think 2 photos total of all of the items that were in his vehicle.
Okay. Were these items verified? Were these photos verified to be of Chips's vehicle?
Yes.
How were they verified?
By the officers on scene who had these same photos.
Okay. I'm a little confused. So they were verified that they were. I'm a little confused on how
Okay,
that's...
they were
This is a weird
verified
question.
by Gene Steele and the other officers on scene who took these statements from her.
Okay,
I
so...
was then handed them, and then that's when everything went down.
Okay, so basically, so let me to understand it. The photos were verified to be of Chips's van by the person who supposedly took the photos, and from the statements of that person saying that they are real.
Yes.
And only the 911 call from that person.
I believe so. Remember,
Okay.
I wasn't in the city when this all happened, and I was
Of
called
course.
in for a raid, so I was mainly only here for the raid.
I think CID works
And
fine.
you
There just
also
needs to be
mentioned how
more
the only thing
members
you
of
wrote in there
CID.
was that Gene Steele made a 911 call.
I like having
And then after
shit to
that,
strive
you
for.
said the judge took over?
Yes, Judge LeBar had taken over the warrant to get it approved 100%.
Okay, so the person who wrote everything, including the probable cause, was the judge?
Yes, because he had taken it from Jordan Steele under oath.
Okay, no further questions.
The prosecution does not desire to redirect, Your Honor.
Yeah, detective work shouldn't count towards the
The
undercover
prosecution
shit
has
doesn't.
no further witnesses, and the prosecution rests.
Okay, here we go. Get to the good part.
All right. Mr. Cadlow, you have any witnesses?
Yes, I would like to call. I'd like to recall Gene Steele to the stand.
Gene Steele?
Gene.
Miss Steele, just as a reminder, you're still in your oath, all right?
Yes.
Gene, you supposedly took some
Yeah,
photos from the
Seffi.
van.
Well, people are saying I just need to.
Is that correct?
Yeah, when I got my
I just need.
phone out
She snort.
to dial 911, I took some pictures with my
Okay.
the back of his van.
The back of his van. Were you there when the officers arrived?
Apparently,
at
I just need to start harassing people.
No, I was off to the side. I mean, if you're talking about the canine, I was there, but I was off to the side and like not there. Off to the side, and I didn't really see what happened.
Start.
Okay.
Yeah, like start harassing people who aren't online.
I would like to refer everybody to the evidence.
I don't
that
like to
was,
bother people that aren't
put on
online
the,
for
government
shit.
website regarding this case, with
Because that shit would piss me off.
the videos.
That's what they told. That's what they said to do yesterday.
Regarding Gene Steele and Chips. If people want.
Which video you want to take into account? All of them?
All of them, yes, of course.
Let me watch them.
Go ahead.
If anyone else wants to see the videos up there on the monitor, go to the government website. It's in the evidence for videos.
Let's take a look here. Pretty sure I've already seen all these, but. Ooh, bar complaint against some immersion. I think it's this first one here.
Oh my god, Jordan, what the fuck is wrong with your wife? Wait, Jordan. This is a video you sent me to get your wife fired.
Almost done, James.
Seeing if you would like to watch them.
Almost done.
You could watch them also.
Oh.
As we're referring to them.
Almost done. Yeah.
Sure.
All right, I'm done.
All right, I'm done.
Their review.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, you don't need
Almost
to watch them.
done, James. Almost done. Oh. Almost done. Yeah. All right, I'm done.
I feel like I haven't seen Chips around a lot. I'm worried that now that the raid has happened, Norman doesn't really know what to do with the character. But I don't know.
I submit these.
I'm not
videos
sure. I'm
as,
just guessing. Or I'm not.
display
I'm
of
worried.
character
That's
for
what's
this
going on.
witness, in regards to her supposed
Give him a bone.
reliability as a witness, or as
Yeah, I've been
someone who's
trying.
reliable. Supposed.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
Especially considering her relationship with Chips.
He doesn't know what to do. He has a plan for whatever verdict he gets. Oh, cool. All right, well, that makes sense, I guess. Kind of pumping the brakes until the court case. Is she talking?
Hey, Jordan. I don't hear her. I don't think so. I don't see her mouth moving. Hey, Jordan. Isn't that last one the one that you sent me to get her fired a while back? I think that's
Yeah.
the same one you sent me.
Yeah. There it is. I don't know how they got a hold of that shit.
Yeah, no idea.
Boba.
Dude, I would never do that. I actually have no idea how they got that. It's pretty interesting.
Is it a bad time to mention that I lied about a lot of this stuff?
Shut the fuck
What?
up.
Oh, I wish I was recording that. Oh,
Jordan.
I wish.
Your Honor.
It's a joke. It was just a J.
I know.
I don't think you're joking.
It was
Now
a
I'm
J.
worried, Jordan. I don't want you to go to prison. I can't do this job by myself.
He's joking. I think that's a secret
Oh,
confession.
Bobo.
Yeah.
It's satire, all right? You can't take me to court over satire.
Okay. Do you have anything to say about these videos, Gene?
But I can get in contact with the people who
Well, none of those videos actually have
sponsor
me
the police
in them.
department.
Have you worn
sounds
these
boring.
clothes before?
The ones I'm wearing now.
No, the clothes in the video.
Yeah, but you know, you can go down to the clothing store and buy most of the clothes all of us wear.
Does it look like you? How can you say that it's not you?
Well,
Objection, badgering?
How can you say it's not you?
I'm gonna overrule that. It's not badgering.
Understood. Thank you.
I never filmed any videos involving sexual acts with chips.
Well,
So
I mean,
there's no way they're me in those videos.
I mean, it's not you filming, so it's. I didn't ask if you filmed them. I'm just asking if those are you. And if
Well, it's not me in the videos.
okay, and if that's the case, is it possible that the evidence that you put in is also not real?
Objection, leading.
What?
I'm just asking, is it possible?
Yeah, you're asking if it's possible with a really lead question.
Okay. Is it possible that that a photo could be fabricated, just like a video?
What an angle.
Objection, opinion of a layperson.
I'm asking. What do you mean?
She's
doesn't
not a
anybody-
graphic designer. She's not a graphical artist. How does she know how to fabricate photos?
I'm sorry. Miss Steele, have you done any graphic design work?
No, I haven't.
Are you an artist?
Objection I used the other day, Jordan.
No, I'm not.
Do you play any instruments?
I don't know what she just said.
Yeah. Objection, relevance.
You're asking if she's an artist
I asked if she was a graphic designer.
I don't know what she said either.
or artist.
I can play a guitar.
Wait, let me do the
but
objection
I can't
here.
paint a
Wait,
picture.
wait. So the objection was relevance?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is pretty on par with, I mean, if he wants to get the foundation to that, it's good to go. I'm gonna overrule that.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm always in court.
Can you edit videos?
The best cops are.
No, I cannot.
So, you mentioned how those videos are not of you. Is that correct?
It is correct.
If those
I'm
videos
not
aren't
in any
of
of those
you,
videos.
then okay. So if they're not of you, then they were edited.
I think
I have
Judd
no
doesn't like
idea.
me. I don't think that's
Okay.
true.
So, are you aware of what Photoshop is?
I mean, I've heard of it.
Okay. Do you know what it does?
I mean, vaguely, yes.
Are you saying those videos are fabricated?
Objection,
I'm not
leading.
saying they're fabricated, but
It's the
I'm not
same.
in those videos.
When
I'm
somebody
sorry.
objects,
Who does
you don't
like me?
respond until the objection's over. Sustained.
I withdraw the question. You mentioned those videos are
People
not
that
of
are
you.
role playing usually do.
Objection asked and answered.
Usually, people that like me are
I'm
people
just
that
asking for clarity
play the
purposes.
Yeah,
the
you're asking for clarity on something that was already
really
asked and
solid
answered.
characters.
Sustained.
So I.
If that was, if you're saying that those videos are not of you, is it possible that those pictures are not for chips?
Objection, speculation.
Sustained.
Okay.
Make it more direct.
That's
less
fine.
speculatory.
That's fine. I'll let the video evidence and just basically.
You don't think Jordan's supposed to be liked? No.
Itself. I just have one final question. Why would
He's
you
definitely
betray your
not.
son?
He's a fucking.
Objection argumentative.
He's a drug addict, fucking woman abuser with little man syndrome. Of course he's not supposed to be liked. I feel like I've fucking established that. I don't know. Jordan
literally
has said that he's worked with the Taliban.
During this,
how the fuck?
previously established
How do I spell it
timeline
out even more? I don't understand, dude.
Was the
Like,
defendant
how the fuck do I
transporting
spell it
drugs to
out?
or from his van?
I don't understand.
You mean before I called the cops or after?
Objection, scope.
Before.
I asked nothing about this.
But I try to play him where like he's literally the worst person ever. Like he's horrible, right? But he's got that sort of charm.
No, he's
to him,
correct.
You know what
Question
I mean?
withdrawn. No further questions.
But that just turned into me cheating on my wives.
You can step down.
So.
Yes, I would like to call Jordan Steele to the stand.
Oh, fuck.
Still, could it come forward? You understand?
Good luck, buddy.
I mean,
Officer Steele, as a reminder, you're still under oath.
Thank you, Espinosa.
All right, Jordan. So you mentioned earlier how I'm just want to clarify this timeline. Was when your statement to the police, can you speak on that regarding the your investigation, I guess, on scene?
What?
You mentioned
Objection
you had
vague.
you mentioned investigation on scene. Let me rephrase. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You mentioned the investigation that you had on scene when you arrived.
Yeah.
What was this investigation?
What was I investigating?
What was your what were you what were your results of this investigation?
Like at the end of it all, what did we retrieve out of the house?
Retrieve out of the house, that would be after the search warrant. I'm talking when you first arrived on scene.
When I first arrived on scene, okay, I guess, yeah, I just went around and, well, I got statements from the person who initially called 911, and then from there, I gathered more statements.
Okay, and what was your conclusion?
Oh, to call Metzger.
Regarding... In regards to what?
Regarding the 911 call?
Okay, and what was that conversation about?
Welcome to Penta Premium.
With
what? Metzger. What was the conversation with Metzger about? You said after your investigation you called Metzger. What was that conversation about?
With Metzger?
Yes.
I just filled him in on everything.
Okay, what was that everything? That's what I'm trying to find out.
The just the the statements and the pictures, just the scene in general. I was just getting him up to. I was just getting him up to speed so he could.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Were you? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. Were you able to verify anything from these pictures?
Yeah, I mean the drugs were clearly in the vehicle that was on the scene.
How do you know that?
Because there was a picture of it.
Okay, was there a picture of the van or just of the contents?
What do you mean the contents were in the van?
Your Honor, this is a very powerful argument.
Sustained.
Were you able to I'm sorry. Were you able to verify that these pictures were taken at the time of this event?
Objection. Opinion of a layperson.
I mean, it's not opinion of a layperson. Wouldn't he have to investigate these supposed pictures and make sure they're legit and to be able to push a search warrant on them?
Reword the question.
Were you able to verify that these pictures came from that day and of that incident?
It appeared so.
How so?
Positioning of vehicle, mostly.
Okay. And was there any other evidence besides the 911 call from Mrs. Steele, and these pictures for the reason for pushing for this search warrant?
I mean, just statements taken at the time as well.
From who?
Everybody.
Who's everybody?
People on scene.
Who were the people on scene?
Miss Violet over there was on scene. Chips, and yeah, Miss Jean Steele.
Okay. Can you discuss this this conversation with Miss Violet? That gave you.
Welcome back to Penta Premium.
Can I discuss the conversation with her?
That's so long.
What was this? What were the, I guess, the bullet points on the reason you said that? Oh, this is why I need to push a search warrant.
What were the bullet points on why I pushed the search warrant? Well,
No, I'm talking specifically about your conversation with Violet. You said there's investigation and you talked to all the people on scene.
Right.
Objection, counsel is testifying.
Sustained.
Okay. I'm asking what the conversation between you and Violet was like that led to your...
Yeah, we were just... Okay, I understand. We were just, you know, it's basic questioning, just going through her day, what led her
All
up
right,
to that.
I want to stop right here.
Okay.
Mr. Callow, your questionings are is really complex. Mr. Steele, you have been dancing around the bush through this whole entire line of question. He asked you a question, answer it directly.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I will try to understand a little better.
Okay.
It's because I don't
let me
fucking
try to-
understand them, dude. Like, I don't
Make it a
understand what the
little
fuck he's
clear.
asking.
You said that...
I'm
due
not trying
the
to be an
statements
asshole.
you
I really
took
just
on
don't
scene
understand.
And the 911 call is what made you call Metzger. So I am specifically asking for during these conversations and statements. So what was the statement from Violet?
Right now, I don't remember word for word, but it was essentially just, you know, like I said, we just went through her day. Just how she led up to there. I think she said, again, I don't remember. I didn't read the report right before this or anything. It was it was a while ago now. But I think she, yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, do you remember the statement you got from Chips, your ex-son?
Off the top of my head, I'm not going to be able to remember the exact statement.
Okay. Then are you able... I guess that what I would have to ask you is, what was you mentioned the reason, again, was because of the statements in the 911 call. Do you remember what from these statements gave you a reason to push for a search warrant?
Yeah, I mean, we had testimony from Jean that she saw the drugs in the back of the van. As Metzger had said, the van was positioned in a way to where it appeared that they were being transported. I mean, the trunk was still open when I arrived on scene. And then the pictures as well with all that.
Okay, the trunk was open, and you mentioned earlier how you went into the house. What you said you only went to the bathroom and then came out?
Yep.
Okay, you did no other searching in the house.
No, God, no.
Okay. And then were you yes, okay. How soon after the 911 call did you arrive on scene?
It was no.
Metzger, yeah, go ahead.
Maybe about 10 minutes, I'd say, just to be safe.
Okay. My question is, Mesker said there was someone on scene within 30 seconds.
Objection. Counsel is testifying.
I'm asking him to verify the testimony of another officer who said something different.
What?
Where are you saying what to who?
You.
He.
There less 3 minutes.
Lieutenant
Dude,
Mesker
I don't
mentioned
fucking
how it was
remember,
about
man.
30
I've been on
seconds
like
until
2
someone arrived on
bingers
scene.
since this shit.
I'm asking him to verify.
You asked him a
Was it-
question and he gave his answer. Just because you're not happy with his answer doesn't mean he didn't give you an answer. If it's something
understand.
that's a discrepancy in your book, bring it up in the closing. Don't bring it up now.
Yep. Okay. No problem.
Strike it off the record.
And when you arrived on scene, did you you put all the people on the scene in cuffs?
Objection asked and answered.
They said they were detained. I'm specifically asking whether they were cuffed.
Overruled.
Understood. Thank you.
That is a part of the detainment process. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Were you there for the dog incident when the dogs were sniffing?
Yeah, I saw some dogs. I saw a dog rather.
Was it the canine unit dog?
Yeah. That was the dog.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you
dog
saw him.
incident.
What was his? Can you verify the testimony of Lieutenant Mesker? Do you remember what he said?
No. What did he say?
Okay.
That the dog didn't pick up a scent. Is that it?
Yes, on the van.
Yeah. No, I don't believe we were able to pick up anything on the van.
Okay. And then after that occurred, what happened?
Look, we were down there for a while. This wasn't just like a 20-minute long thing. We were probably there for like 2 hours.
Okay. So what was the end result after the dog was sniffing and found nothing?
Objection misstates testimony.
What's the objection?
Misstatement of testimony. The dog did find something, Your Honor.
No, on the person, but not on the van. That's specifically what I'm talking about.
I don't believe the van was elaborated. If it was, I apologize and withdraw.
I mean, I'll rephrase it and just add
Please do.
found nothing in the van. How's that? What was the end result of after the canine found nothing in the van?
It's hard to remember the exact timeline, but I'm sure that there was some more. Honestly, a lot of it was okay. Yeah, I at some point LeBar came down there. That's ultimately what everything led up to, was LeBar coming down there and approving the warrant.
Did he approve the warrant or did he write the warrant?
Objection hearsay.
I don't really see any hearsay in that.
Justice LeBar is not here to testify to the fact.
But he was there, and he would see if he's. I mean.
Reword the question.
Say looking good. Really?
Actually, you know what?
I feel like he's grasping at straws.
Just one final question. Why did you betray your son?
Hey.
Objection argument.
I have no goddamn son. I don't have a son anymore.
No further questions.
Is that it, Your Honor?
Explain
Oh.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Officer
Steele, the photos presented to you by Gene Steele, they were obviously of the van owned by Chips Ahoy?
Objection. He's the statement. He's testifying. So they're obviously of the van.
It's a yes or no question of his opinion.
It's more of a leading question, and he can do that in cross. I'm gonna overrule it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'd say it was pretty obvious that it was Chips's van. I've literally never seen anybody else drive that rusted.
And there were felonious amounts. Oh, excuse me. My apologies.
No, go ahead. I was done.
There were felonious amounts of cocaine within the van in the pictures.
Very felonious.
And upon arriving on the scene and the inspecting the van, it was empty?
The van was empty.
What was the closest place that those drugs could have gone?
Objection, speculation.
Sustained.
All right.
Can reword it, right?
What was the closest piece of property owned by Chips Ahoy to that van?
Well, the van was literally parked.
Objection, relevance.
I don't know how you can object to relevance on a cross.
That question has. I'm a little confused on. Then I'll object to scope.
All right, rebuttal.
Your Honor, the van and its contents, along with Mr. Steele, Officer Steele, excuse me, entering the house, were brought up during the direct line of questioning.
I don't remember the van. Yes, I do. Actually, I'm going to overrule that.
Okay. So yeah, the van was literally parked on his property.
That property being a house?
That property was the yard where his house resided.
Understood. There is a house on the lot.
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Step down.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Espinos, congrats on the new girlfriend, man.
Fuck you, Jordan.
Gallo, got any other witnesses?
Did you not want to redirect?
No, I did.
Okay.
I can hear you.
I would like to call Violet to this stand.
Oh, shit. Oh, this could be really bad for me. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Miss Violet?
Oh,
raise your left hand.
Oh, no!
You solemnly
Oh,
swear
this
the
could be
statement you will
bad.
give is the truth and nothing but the truth. So help you coil.
She's crying IRL.
Yeah,
Is she okay?
Miss Violet?
All right, never mind. We're all right, boys.
Violet, speak up.
Woo!
Sorry, is that better?
Fuck!
There you go.
Yes. Thank you.
I'll
No!
ask the question one more time. Do you solemnly swear that the statement you will give is the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you coil.
Yeah, I do, but what's this about you having a girlfriend?
Your Honor, are you the witness has been sworn.
It's Jerry's ex-girlfriend.
Violet, would you like to talk about the incident with when you got to the house?
Objection confusing.
I'll rephrase. Can you speak to the incident that led up to Officer Steele arriving on scene?
Objection leading.
We gotta get Jerry some
I don't understand how
some
that's
public
leading.
speaking
I'm asking
classes.
if she can speak of what happened.
Yeah, both
before-
wives are here.
prior to Jordan arriving on scene.
Can you build a foundation to that question?
I mean, I could say what happened. I mean, if it wants to be even more vague.
You need to
Both
build
wives
up
and how
to
many
that question,
girlfriends?
Tyler.
Okay.
I think we have two
Very
wives and
simple. I
one
know
girlfriend
it's
here.
annoying, and it's out of the, it's pointless in some people's eyes, but there's a process.
Is I think what's going on.
Miss Violet, why did you get into the
French lady?
the Chips' van?
Is she?
Because he asked me and Aaron, no, me and Jen, sorry, me and Jen, to come with him.
You and Jean?
Jen.
Sorry.
Jen, not Jean. Jean just
Jen.
fucking got in on her own volition. He asked me and Jen, the French girl.
Okay.
that's Aaron, I
what
think.
was Jean's reason to get into the van then?
Objection, speculation.
Or did she? Okay, I'm sorry. Withdrawn. Did Jean say anything?
Not that I recall. She just kind of got in.
Okay. Did Jen get in?
No, Jen had something to take care of.
Okay. So you and okay. Where did you guys go once you got into the van?
We drove around for a little bit, then we went to Jess's house.
Okay. And then when you got there,
Do like a mini wait for the alt key.
you mentioned Jean took pictures.
No. When we got there, Jean and Chip started fighting about something, like, and he said Kayden was the better mother. She got really mad.
Fishing
And
rate,
then
huh.
she pulled her phone out and kind of walked away.
I get kids appeal.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
I was more excited for this.
You mentioned they started fighting.
Yeah, they were fighting, and Jeff said that Kayden was the better mother than Jean, and Jean really didn't like that.
Okay. And then when you said Jean walked away on her phone.
Yeah, like I think she pulled her phone out like as she was walking away.
Okay. And then when what happened after that?
I wonder if he's gonna go for these pictures aren't real.
Later, like Jordan pulls up.
This was months ago.
Okay. Just to be clear,
apparently this was on
you
the 22nd.
said she walked away.
So it's actually not
and
that long ago.
how long after did Jordan show up?
Like a minute or two.
Okay. What happened at that point?
When Jordan shows up, like he says he needs to talk to Jess, and then he puts him in ghost, and he comes towards me, and he's like, "I'm gonna need to detain you." And like last time Jordan tried to talk to me from handcuffs, and I didn't want to be handcuffs, so I told him to cuff me, and then he ends up cuffing me.
I don't know what's happening.
I usually just smile and nod till she starts sucking my dick.
And then after he handcuffed you, what happened?
Excuse me, Jordan?
After he handcuffed me, I was gonna
Boba said that.
put him in one place.
No, you fucking said that. You fucking said that.
Boba said
Move
that.
over. I need to get out of here. Move over.
No, you said that.
Talk to you.
Honey, please.
Yeah,
It was a
that's me
joke.
few things.
Well, that appeals
Okay.
back on.
Did he talk
No,
to
it was
Chips?
a joke,
Yeah, I
honey.
thought the chips had a lot more than to me.
Okay. What happened after that?
After
was just
that, he
kidding.
goes into
Get
the
away
bus.
from me.
You know I like
Get
to
away
fool
from me.
around.
And then a bushwalk cop show up like after Force shows up, or maybe more, you know.
How long after him entering the house did a ton of cops show up?
I mean, he entered the house, and then I don't know, like a few minutes later,
How did he get into the house?
he's a cop. He can just go in people's houses.
Did he ask for permission to go into the house?
I believe he has Chips to use the bathroom.
Did Chips let him in?
I did not see Chips let him in, so I'm not sure.
Okay. After the extra police arrived, what happened?
After the extra police arrived, I was asked a lot more questions. Chips was asked a lot more questions. Everybody stood around for a long, long time. And then they took us down to Mission Row.
Her memory's really
Okay.
bad.
How long was that? You said it was a long time. How
I
long
don't
were
know,
you guys
like,
sit?
we were sitting at the house for like a couple hours.
Who was there?
At the house?
Yes.
When the guys might have saved it.
It was myself, it was Chis, there was a bunch of people washing. There was a bunch of guys. Mesker was there, Jordan was there, Espinos was there, what's his name was there?
Response.
The
That's
cute
okay.
one.
Cute one.
Reinhardt? No, I mean Reinhardt's cute, but no. I think Shaw was there.
Okay.
I don't know, there was a lot of guys.
Okay. Were you there during this dog search?
I didn't personally see any dogs, but I was probably in the car at that point.
Okay. Do you have any? Did Jordan say anything after he entered the house? That you heard?
Yeah, me and Chip's pretty separated at that point.
How the fuck would she hear me in the
I don't know if
house?
he said directly to Chips, but that's when everything kind of ramped up.
I'm sorry. You said everything ramped up. What when he
After Jordan was in the house, yeah.
Okay, when he left the house, or while he was
when
still
he
in the
left
house?
the house.
Right. Did you see him on the phone?
I didn't, but I mean, they use their radio. They don't really use their phone, so.
Okay. And did you hear anything that he said?
Whatever he said, it wasn't near me.
Okay. No further questions.
Mr. Splanick, can you jump?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. Good?
All good.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Norgard, was Chips moving anything from his van into his house?
No.
Not at any point?
No. Not that I observed.
Did Chips Ahoy allow Officer Steele into his home?
To my understanding, Officer Steele asked to use the restroom, and he was allowed to use the restroom.
Alrighty. No further questions, Your Honor.
I've no regret.
Gallo, do you have any other witnesses?
Yes, I would like to call Mr. Chips Ahoy to the stand.
Oh, fuck.
Mr. Ahoy, can you come up?
Oh, great. Hey, didn't ask you anything about her and I fucking. That's good.
Yeah. I still need it.
Mr. Chips, raise your left hand.
Why? All right.
Mr. Chips, do you solemnly swear that the statement you will give is the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you coil.
Yes.
Your Honor, the witness has been sworn in.
I gotta be real quick. I gotta be careful with this one.
Well, Chips, how are you doing today?
What's going on, Jerry?
Hey. Can you first tell me what your relationship at the time was to Jean Steele?
Well, she was my mom, and I
Probably.
liked her, but it seemed like she liked me a bit too much.
Can you explain what you mean by that?
Yeah, it's in the videos.
Okay. I just want to refer everybody back to those videos, and Judge, to those videos. What was, you mentioned how she liked you a little too much. What was your response to that, so-called affection?
Well, you know, a bit confused, because, you know, she was my mother, and, you know, I remember there was this one time, Jerry, where, you know, she was showing me a toy, the judge's home, and, I was in the bathtub, and she fell on top of me, and she said that she slipped, but I didn't see really any water.
You were in the bathtub?
I was, yeah.
Okay, and what was she wearing?
Jordan, are you okay?
Yeah. It's just hard to see my son like
I know
this.
what she's wearing right now, I'd say.
Okay. Well, you just said he wasn't your son, so.
Let the record show that she was wearing a skirt when she fell on top of him.
Parenting is complicated.
What
the fuck did you just say?
Chips, what was your reaction to this?
It's okay. It's okay.
Well, you know, I was a bit surprised, you know, and was asking a lot of questions.
Okay. Do you have any of the reciprocal feelings towards Mrs. Steele?
No, I'm not
Jordan, what are you
into
doing?
Did you make this?
Glaring at Jean.
Did you make this? Did you make Jean aware of this?
Well, you know, I may have mentioned it. Yeah.
How did she react?
Oh, she,
Welcome back to
talked
Penta
about it
Premium.
like, she didn't mean to.
That's
Oh,
so
okay.
long.
On the day of this, this horrible incident to you, Chips, there was a mention of a fight. What happened? What led up to this fight?
Oh, when the whole thing happened, Jerry, Well, I just got out of the hospital, and
What were you in the hospital for, Chips?
well, I heard I was with Kayden at the time, and I heard that somebody passed away, Nora.
Oh,
And
rest in peace.
yeah, and Kayden was she was feeling pretty emotional.
Who dressed
She
him?
wanted to get out of there, so she started to run out with a gun, and well,
Let's move on from that.
Okay.
So, what led up to? Violet mentioned how you guys got into your van.
Yeah.
So, who did you ask to get into the van?
Well, Violet at the time, yeah, at the garage.
Violet mentioned some girl named Jen. Was she there too?
Oh fuck! They were all together.
No, she wasn't.
Oh, thank God.
I think she was busy doing
Okay.
something else.
Did you ask Jean to come with you?
Well, she wanted to know if she can come along, and I was like, sure, all right. You know, you're my mom.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
Yo, Stag Starlight, thanks for the 15.
Well,
Steffi, thanks for the gift sub to Blaze Boss. And Warhood.
Just went over
So close to
my house.
3,000. Damn.
Okay. And like Violet mentioned, let's get to the that incident, the fight incident. What was that in regards to?
Oh, you know, with me and Jean fighting.
Yeah.
You say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was saying a lot of things. How I had all these drugs in my van and all that, and I was yelling to Jean, that Kayden's a better mother, and that I don't like you anymore. I don't know why you're doing this to me.
Okay.
Things
What
like
happened?
that.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
Well, she called the cops,
Called
and
the cops.
not Papa Steele, but Jordan. Jordan showed up. He showed up.
Jordan
and,
did something.
Well, he put myself
Uh-oh.
and Violet and Cubs, and he called for some backup. Yeah, that's right. That fucker called for some backup, and then they all came.
You watch who you're calling a fucker.
Keep it down back here. Ignore the sound. Just casual terrorism.
Yeah, and
Okay. So, at what point? There was a point that was mentioned that he asked to go inside the house. What was that altercation?
oh well, I was already in cuffs, and I wasn't too sure what was going on. I think they were just talking to everyone on scene, and I was behind my house, not in front of my house. And he went up to me and he was asking if he could, use the bathroom in my house. And yeah, I think that would be all right. He just had to take a piss in my house. But during this court case, I found out, he didn't wash his hands and he had dirty dick hands.
What? Jordan?
Yeah.
Let the record
the
show
gasp?
that Jordan had dirty dick hands after leaving the house.
Jordan.
Explainer.
What was
Dirty
the
dick hands.
what was the time? Do you remember how long it took Jordan to
Gross.
get there after your ex mom called?
Ex-mom.
Oh, yeah, he was
Is that a
in
thing?
there like 35 minutes. He was there pretty quick.
You said
35
3 to 5
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
Dude,
Around
everyone's
that.
time is everywhere. No one fucking remembers.
And then were you there for the dog?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay, and then what happened when the dog searched your van?
Oh, I don't think the dog really picked anything on the van, but on me, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and that was we already spoke about that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 3 weeks
what was
ago.
your-
Was it
so
really only
what
3
was your
weeks ago?
relationship with Gene, like prior to this incident? Regarding
Objection asked and answered.
I didn't. I want to ask their
Just
their
before
kind of,
TwitchCon?
what kind of
I guess it was, yeah. Wasn't it like the
guess
last
best way to
stream
say is,
before? Because it was
a
that
rocky
24-hour
relationship,
stream.
or were you in
That's
a good
right.
terms?
Well, it wasn't 24
Oh, it
hours.
was good terms,
Happy to hear the
Jerry.
subathon.
Wait, I never gave an answer there.
Jordan, can you text?
I'd like to
Would you
reword the
rebut that,
question.
Mr. Splana?
I'm sorry.
What do you want me to do?
Would you like to rebut his rebuttal?
Check your phone.
Oh, that they had already established that they had a relationship as a mother and son. That has been asked and answered, Your Honor.
I'm not asking about that. I'll reword the question though, because
Very well.
he's right.
Oh, your
what
wife
kind
hates
of, in regards to that relationship,
What do I do,
beyond just the mother son type thing, was it were you on good terms? Was it hot and cold?
Yeah, it was good terms. She was alright with letting me, sit on her, as if she were a bench.
I'm sorry. Can you elaborate on sitting? Wait. Can you elaborate on that, please?
Yeah, sometimes, my legs would get tired and there would be no place to sit down, and she would offer to be a chair that I can sit down on.
Let the record show that Gene Steele was a chair for Chips to sit down on. Let me ask you about those videos.
What the fuck, honey?
Did you see those videos by any chance?
But he's got health issues.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to have health issues
it-
after this.
True that
hope
Mrs.
so.
Steele
Was that a threat? That was a threat.
gave you
No,
crack?
because we're not in the sunlight. She has vitamin D
Objection, meeting?
issues. She has to be out in the sun a
I'm
lot.
sorry. Can you confirm the validity of any of those videos?
Well, I can
Emily,
say,
why are you holding my
that
hand?
there's the evidence
What?
is
Why are
right
you
there,
holding my hand?
for everyone
stood this
to
close to-
see.
No, I know I
Mr.
saved your
Ahoy,
life
answer
like
the
4
question.
times in
Don't
one day.
tiptoe
but,
around
I
it.
mean,
Don't be father like son.
You're blocking my view.
Perjury?
Uh,
I don't
what do you
think.
mean I'm blocking your?
well,
I don't think threatening my
I
wife
didn't
is
end up
perjury.
doing
The
that track.
video's valid. Yes
All right,
or
sure,
no?
fuck it. Oh shit.
It.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
Objection non-responsive.
Can I reword the question because he's clearly confused?
Doesn't sound like he's confused.
How?
I don't know. The poor
Jordan,
kid is.
one of the videos was your idea.
distraught,
Do you really
so
want him to
Yes, I
disprove
was
that?
there.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That still wasn't an answer to the question.
Keep me worded, Jerry.
Splendor, you
Mr.
gotta figure
Ahoy,
out if those videos
Are
are
the
real and save my
videos
marriage.
valid? Yes or no?
Oh shit.
Yes.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Wait, what did you say? What was the question?
I fucking knew it!
Imagine getting
order
cut
in
by your
court.
own son.
Fucking bitch!
Julio.
No, Jordan.
Fuck!
Jordan. Hang on, Jordan. No, Jordan.
What the fuck? How could
Jordan,
she?
it's okay.
How could she?
Some of this.
What the
Jordan,
fuck?
it's okay.
What a fucking whore.
It's okay.
God fucking bitch whore.
Take this tissue.
I knew she was
Oh,
a little bitch.
no.
I
No.
knew that she was a little
No,
bitch
Jordan.
whore.
Jordan, no. Take this tissue. Blow your nose. I can't tell if you're laughing or crying, Jordan.
Objection leading.
To be fair, you did get cucked by your own son. Like what Julio said.
Alright, let's get back in there.
Okay. Deep breaths, Jordan.
Yeah, can you repeat that?
Oh.
My part, I was just asking if his ex-mother has ever given him any drugs. That's all I was asking.
That was the end of the question, and I have no objection to that. It was leading up to that
These
point.
are on Discord. Yeah, I've seen them all.
Has your mother ever given you drugs? Ex-mother.
No.
Has she ever given you any money?
Yes, she has.
What? How long have you been clean off drugs? Prior to the incident.
Oh. Yeah, no comment.
Way to incriminate him, Jerry. Jesus.
Order in court.
There you go, Espinosa. Take control.
Ahoy. Are you wishing to use your Fifth Amendment right?
Yes.
If you do use your Fifth Amendment right, then any other testimony you've given will be hereby thrown out.
Oh, is that how that works?
I'll withdraw the question. It's clearly not making
Very
me
well.
comfortable. Chips,
Yeah, that was a terrible question,
is your
Jerry.
Mother,
Whose side
or
are you on?
ex-mother ever aware of your issues with drugs?
Yeah, she was.
How long was she aware of these issues?
Oh, I'd say.
Objection, speculation.
It's not speculation if he had a direct relationship with her.
Overall.
Understood. Thank you.
What was that?
I was asking how long did Chips? How long did your ex-mother know about your drug issues?
Oh, I'd say probably since day one, since Jordan introduced her to me.
Oh, she's
Chips
so
of
she's
your
known the
husband.
whole time. Okay. Has she ever reported you to the police?
No, only that one time at my house.
How would Chips know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask. I know. I want to add. There's another court case that's supposed to be in 4 minutes. So can we try to push this along?
Okay.
It's not till 8:20.
Your Honor,
it's not
that
till
court
8:30.
case
It's 8:30.
is at 8:30, and it's
Okay.
going to be either rescheduled or dropped.
Okay, then proceed.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Okay. Chips.
Thank God.
What's your
Yeah.
relationship like with Kayden?
Oh, I love Kayden.
I don't care if it's rescheduled. I don't want to do it tonight.
Yeah, I back up on her all the time.
No, no.
What?
Do you like
Kid.
Do you back? Wait.
Honey.
Hold on, honey. Let him.
Hold
What
on.
the fuck?
Oh my
Hold
god.
on.
Order in
Hold
court,
on.
Mrs. Steele.
Order.
Both
First
of
warning.
his moms.
Chips.
Nice.
You. Okay. When you say, what do you mean by you back up on her?
Yeah, just I'm always on, behind her.
What
Okay.
the fuck does that?
Oh god.
Okay.
Honey.
Where?
Oh no.
Nice.
What? How is that nice? This is mom.
Where are you
Not his
behind her?
biological mom.
Hold on now.
What the fuck?
Usually when she's on the tow truck, I'm kind of just right behind her.
What?
Oh, okay.
How is that even possible?
Wait.
Does it on the top.
When you mean where? Okay. Can we specify this location, Chips? When you say right behind her?
Yeah, while she's driving, sometimes I'm kind of just all, behind on the tow truck.
Yeah,
Okay,
see,
where?
honey, he's on the.
Helping her
he's
out.
on the back of the toe.
Are you saying?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
honey.
okay. The back of the
Oh
tow truck?
shit.
He's giving testimony. The crowd isn't giving testimony. No outbursts. I will hold you in contempt.
Yes, Your Honor.
The. Are you where? What is your location on the tow truck?
Well, on the back of it, but behind Kayden.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
see,
so you
honey?
were backing.
Yeah.
Okay, backing her. I get it now. Okay. Was
Yeah, I was
what
backing
was?
her.
Okay. All right, we get it, Chips. Yes, you were backing her up. Okay. What was Kayden and Jean's relationship like?
Objection relevance?
It's very relevant because we're trying to establish Jean's, as I've made clear throughout this testimony, her distaste or her anger or her jealousy towards Chips and Kayden's relationship and Jean and Chips' relationship.
Overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This is the SBS I wanted.
I don't know. I don't know. What goes on between them?
Does Kayden ever say anything about Jean?
You know, not exactly. I guess it depends how she's feeling.
Oh, okay. Does Jean ever say anything about Kayden?
Not that I've heard, no.
Okay. All right, no further questions. Oh boy. Is this
Uh-oh.
we're gonna
Oh,
have to.
I'm getting
there it is.
We have to come
Oh
back.
no!
No!
James will have to come back.
Objection!
No! Alrighty, boys. Huh. I'm. Where is Jerry going with this? Does anyone actually know? I don't know where Jerry's going with this. He's probably gonna win. No. It's Coyote though, so who fucking knows, man? That guy throws curveballs all the time. He's trying to make Gene's testimony bad and the raid invalid. Trying to make Gene look, yeah. I think the biggest issue though is, at least he hasn't yet, he's not establishing that Gene was ever in the house. So how the fuck would she have gotten the fucking drugs in there? You know what I'm saying? How would the drugs be in the house if Gene was never in there? He has a good angle? I don't know. Me? The drugs were already gone when I arrived on scene. Fucking 5M. Drunk of dinner, we went for a piss. I mean, that is a fucking pretty heavy accusation. You have to actually have some proof for that kind of shit. Oh. Also, wouldn't dick residue be on the cocaine if that was the case? I mean, trying to attack the PC for the warrant in other ways. Well, yeah. Just because someone has vendetta, though, like, just because somebody has a vendetta, that doesn't make the testimony invalid. She's not a fucking peace officer. You know? That doesn't make any sense. She's allowed to be biased. She perjured herself. Why, oh goddamn! Why'd I do this? How come every time there's a fucking court, every time there's court, motherfuckers are always talking about perjury? You know how hard that shit is to prove? Didn't exactly remember something that happened 3 weeks ago. Must be perjury. I don't think that people understand that, like, perjury, at least on NoPixel, probably in real life too, it is just blatantly lying. Just blatant fucking lies. That's a court word they know? Yeah. Didn't Chips do that? Yeah, I mean, Chips just did that. With, well, no, the way it was worded was weird. The videos are real videos, sure. That doesn't mean that they weren't staged. What? To be honest, telling the truth in court does seem like a bad idea. Fuck that. True.
Norman, what the fuck?
Sorry, Norman. Alright, let's make room for him. Everyone else can just move. Moves, okay?
Are we in a recess or anything?
She's standing there on purpose.
No idea.
I think we're kind of in a recess
I guess so,
as we
since
file back
everyone's
in.
not here, I suppose.
I suppose it'll be up to
gotta be so damn tall.
presiding justice as to when we can
I'm
call back
wearing
into session.
heels. Get with the program.
Not serving the warrant. Did anyone even ask
They're heels
Reinhardt?
again, Boba.
Oh, well, Chips is saying you didn't receive a copy of it.
You
Is
know
that
what
actually
fashion is?
true? Does anybody know?
Yeah, exactly. I think you would have learned a thing or
It's
two.
true. He didn't receive a copy of it. Oh, but they already went over there and talked about it though. Did I get a copy of it?
Back
No.
to Penta Premium.
You wear capes?
That's so long.
I'll serve the warrant if he's on scene during the raid.
All right.
Oh.
That's
Joke cleared
embarrassing.
it up. Oh, all right. Well, then
That's
it's not that.
embarrassing.
So then the warrants. Good.
Explainer, we got everybody back except Reinhardt.
We have everybody here that we need.
Yes. Officer Reinhardt was not on the recall list so that she could leave, and I believe.
Sweet.
Jerry, do you
I
have
guess
any
it
need
would
for
just,
Lieutenant Metzger either?
No, I don't. We're good.
That's if you have more pressing concerns, Lieutenant.
Nope.
Jerry, you're still in the middle of
Got
questions.
an officer here in court. I'll stay here.
All right, Chips. Are we ready to go?
So I guess he's just trying to make the testimony of like Gene invalid, but like
Yeah.
I don't know how he's gonna do that. Because she's just a civilian.
We ready to go?
Yep.
Court's back in session.
All right. Chips. We had a little bit of an interruption.
It's just a
but,
Gene public slander attempt.
You
yeah, to be fair, Jerry didn't even want to go to court on this.
I believe actually, you know what? I believe actually I'm done with.
Judge on the scene approved the warrant. Seems hard to now overturn that. Not at all. That shit happens all the time. Because every judge is different.
Mr. Chips Ahoy, you stated that you have issues with drug addiction.
Yeah.
That shit happens constantly.
Ever since I was 18.
Are you currently addicted to drugs?
Objection. Relevance. Scope. Sorry.
His addiction problems were elaborated upon in
You
the
don't have
direct
to
line question.
rebuttal. Mr. Callow, you specifically asked him about his ex-mother knowing, or stepmother knowing about the
Is Chips
drug
even
addiction
credible?
and how long this is completely within the scope.
That's true. Yeah, if we're gonna attack anyone's character, it should be fucking
Yeah.
Chips.
What drugs are you currently addicted to?
I mean, look at him.
Well, you know, I've always been addicted to crack.
Your Honor, motion to impeach the witness. He is not fit to testify.
Why is that?
He is addicted to drug paraphernalia and is either possibly high right at this moment or experiencing withdrawal symptoms.
Oh
shit.
I object to that. There's no proof that he's either on drugs now or is not fit to testify after I just testified. He just testified the whole time with me and answered clearly and coherently to pretty much every single question.
If I may rebut that, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
There were on 4 different occasions in which the witness was non-responsive to direct lines of questioning and had to be encouraged to answer properly by the presiding justice.
Damn, Splainer's kind of good.
Those were confusing questions, and I take full responsibility for those questions.
Splainer's kind of good, man.
And I withdrew those questions.
Mr. Espinoza?
Yes, Your Honor?
Can you look at Mr. Ahoy here and check him out? Looks like if he's under the influence of anything.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we're EMS. We can check him.
Yeah.
We're on
Let
duty.
an EMS do
Yeah,
it.
EMS
I didn't
are
know
here.
there was any
Okay.
EMS here.
Yeah,
I got it.
Mr.
Do you mind if I
Stone,
climb
come
over
forward.
this?
Cops can't do
Okey-dokey.
anything medical, right, Jordan?
Chips, you want to
Yeah,
come over here
I
to
mean,
the...
I can see if his pupils are dilated.
No, you can't. You don't know what that means, though. You're not.
Alright,
You have
Chief,
not trained
What?
Can
medically.
you go ahead and try to stand up straight?
I was
Just in
told.
case they'd never be able to give a DUI.
Oh, that's
Hey,
what
That's
it said in
true.
court. Yeah.
Alright, Chips, turn around. Okay, perfect.
Look at his eyes.
Chips, can you go ahead and look at that flashlight for me?
Yeah, it's very bright.
I mean, Jesus, just look at him.
What's that supposed to mean?
Who dressed him?
Well,
Jerry, did
we'll
you dress him?
let the,
No,
let
what
the
judge
medical
did?
professionals work in quiet, please.
Yeah, order in
Chips,
court.
you just stand still. Alright, Chips, what's your name? Your full name?
Well, my original name when I was born, it was supposed to be 12-piece extra crispy.
Yeah, I
But
did like those a
yeah.
lot.
Okay,
Chips
what is your
Ahoy.
name right now?
Let's see.
Chips
What
Ahoy.
am I-
Yeah, Los Santos.
Okay, do you know what day it is?
No. We've been doing great.
Sunday.
We've been doing great,
What
5-0.
case we're at?
Yeah, it's my court case.
Yeah, seems lucid.
Your Honor, there's no signs of his pupils are reacting perfectly fine, and he's answering everything with no issue.
Mhm.
I don't
Very
see
well.
any reason to think he's high on anything.
All right, thank you for your help.
Where the hell did you put that flashlight? Never mind.
Up
You
our
don't wanna
hands,
know,
Jerry. What do you
Jerry.
think?
Ask Amanda Rose.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Don't talk to my wife like that, Jerry.
Mr. Ahoy, how
But
do
what
you
out of-
acquire the drugs you're
Out
addicted to?
alpha Jerry.
Well,
I object to that scope. What is the relevance of where he gets his drugs?
So sorry.
We've established the scope of his drug habits, Your Honor.
Somebody vests in the room.
What is his drug? We already established that when you asked the question before.
I'm gonna sustain that. I don't think that would relate to any out of this case.
Understood, Your Honor. Do you transport
perjury?
Do you transport drugs in your van, Mr. Hoy?
Objection, scope. You never mention anything about transporting any type of drugs.
Explain it.
We have established that he does have a drug problem, that he is specifically addicted to cocaine, which is specifically within the relevance of this case.
Overruled.
No. You know, I just I find it on the ground.
You find cocaine on the ground.
Yeah, you know, sometimes there's cracks in the cracks. Sometimes the trash bins.
Mr. Ahoy, referencing the photographic evidence in police report 11804 within Gene Steele's statement, is the vehicle in the pictures your van?
Objection, scope. I never asked him anything about this stuff.
Is this explain it?
Your Honor, I honestly can't remember.
All right, sustained.
Understood.
God damn it.
Mr. Hoy, can you describe your van?
141 after this? No, I'm
Objection.
gonna fuck off, dude.
Again, scope.
And I'm gonna take
no
tomorrow off.
vehicles in the evidence, and the fact that
And I'm gonna get my shit together. I'll be back fresh on Tuesday.
Explain it.
Well, the pictures of the van and its contents are explicitly within evidence of 11804, Your Honor.
He's also not your witness, and that wasn't brought up in Mr. Callow's questioning.
I need at least one day off a week.
Did you take Miss Steele to your residence on September 21st, 2019?
Objection asked and answered.
Going nuts recently? Yeah. The schedule's been. I'd say we're pretty.
Explain it.
Pretty back on track.
I believe that the question that Mr. Callow asked was if she got into the vehicle, not where they went.
I did ask where they went and what happened.
I'm gonna overrule that. Let's hear it again.
Yeah, it was to my house.
Moving with Kyle, his mom and his grandma to do my makeup.
Was the
That'd be
vehicle
cool.
used in transport your van?
Yeah, it was my van.
No further questions for the witness, Your
Honor. I'm good.
All right, you can step down, Mr. Ahoy.
Yeah, I think like noon to 8 is pretty good.
Watch the glass.
I've been liking noon to 8.
Yeah, thanks.
I might start going for a little like 11 just so I can get a cop spot easier. But I'm also
yes, I would like to call
back on a
Miss
bulk
Kayden,
tomorrow,
Pistone, Delano,
which means
Steele,
we're back to
all right.
back to 3-hour gym sessions. So that's gonna suck. So I gotta.
Miss Delano,
And I like to go when I wake up.
Steele.
I
Can
don't
you
like
raise
to
your
go at
left
night.
hand?
So I'm gonna have to work out, or I'm gonna have to wake up like fucking early.
Do you
dude.
solemnly swear that the statement that you will give is the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you, Mitch.
I do.
No.
Your Honor, the witness has been sworn in.
Thank you.
Oh, Miss.
Oh, Denzel Ricky Day.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting until all the drama blows over.
Would you like to talk about your relationship with
To be honest.
with Chips?
Objection vague.
I'm asking specifically about the relationship between
All the drama's
Chips
starting to
and
burn me
Kayden,
out, and
her
I just
mother
don't want to be involved.
which was asked earlier and was allowed.
Overruled.
Yeah. That's my boy.
When is the next subathon?
Would you like to elaborate on the on your relationship? Like,
I thought about doing
further
monthly
and,
ones.
like some type of details. Kind of, you know.
I'm gonna pay attention now.
How you felt about each other. What kind of, you know, in that sort of regard, not just the actual physical relationship.
All right. Well, maybe. Okay. All right. Yeah, Chips is my son. He's one of 3 children that I have, and Chips and I have a very good relationship. We get along very well.
What do you do together?
We tow mostly together. He backs me up when I'm towing.
Okay, can you clarify
4 kids.
the "back me up" statements?
Yeah, Chips. You know, his dad didn't teach him shit, so he kind of grew up a little bit, you know, a little bit slow. So when he says that he's backing up on me, it is to my understanding that he means to say that he is
Kyle's
backing
on
me
now.
up.
Did he just start his stream?
Okay.
Oh, he thinks we still
what
have
was
court.
his childhood like?
Ooh. Well, I mean,
Objection relevance.
The relevance is I'm asking
Does
to
it?
set
Oh, okay,
the
that's good.
standard for Chips and his father and his
I wish I could turn
mother's
these off.
relationship and the background information on that, and only Kayden would be able to protest to that.
Overall.
well, Jerry, I mean, it wasn't great. I can tell you that much. You know, when he was about 5 years old, Jordan and I, well, mostly Jordan, kind of accidentally left him at the state fair. Or was he? He may have been. He may have been a little bit older. I think he was like maybe 6 or 7.
What? I'm sorry. Did you or Jordan leave him?
Well, it was Jordan.
Okay. What was his relationship like with Jordan when he was younger?
It was
Don't
really
mention
good.
don't mention the
Jordan
fighting.
used
Oh,
to-
okay.
You know, you'd take him out to the old tennis court at the abandoned motel up in Sandy Shores, and he would teach him how to fight. He'd teach him how to fight cats.
Fuck.
And then, you know, like they spent a lot of time doing that. And Chips was like a little artist, and it was so good. It was so good.
Oh no.
And what exactly? When did you? You said you lost him at 5 years old. What was? When did you? I guess find him again.
We found him about I want to say like 3-4 months ago.
And what is the relationship between Jordan and Chips been like?
You know, it was pretty good. You know, he was very happy to have his son back in his life, as was I. And you know, for the past few months, it was great.
And it was, you said it was great. What was there a falling out? What are you referring to by was?
Well, ever since Jean came back into the picture, Jordan and Chips' relationship just completely fell apart.
Do you have any actual knowledge of the reasoning for that?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's because Jean and Chips are having a sexual relationship, or at least they were.
Has Chips ever said anything about this relationship?
Yeah. Yep.
What does he say?
He's told me that it makes him uncomfortable, but you know, she keeps coming to his house and accidentally falling into the bathtub with him.
What the?
And asking him to meet her in an alley.
Yeah, maybe Lawrence is a good idea hearing this shit. Maybe
This
that's
never fucking happened.
Then get up there and
She's
prove
up there
it.
lying.
Then prove it.
They didn't ask me any questions about it.
He always denies anything is going on.
What was what was Jean's relationship with Chips like prior
to
this incident?
You knew dusk.
I mean, it seems like they got along. I never heard, besides the whole weird bathtub stuff, I never really heard anything too crazy.
Bovice? That does kind of look like Bovice.
Okay. What was your relationship with Jean like?
My relationship with Jean was perfectly fine until she randomly woke up one day and decided to hire someone to murder me.
And when was this?
Well, this is about a month ago. Somewhere around there.
What was her reasoning for this? Have you spoken to her about it?
Yeah, I have, and she said that I was, quote, a bitch.
Well,
what?
Anyway, what was the relationship like at the time of this incident between you and
Well, I confronted her and I asked her what the fuck I ever did to her, and all she kept saying is that I was a bitch and she didn't have
what the
any
fuck
further
does this have to do with the
explanation
raid?
than that. And so I told her that I didn't want to fucking talk to her anymore.
What was her response?
Her response was to try to get my husband to divorce me.
I'm sorry. Did you say that she was
my stream's real quiet. It's because everyone's standing far
trying to
away.
get your
That's how
husband to divorce
voice
you?
works.
Yeah.
How did
Yeah,
she do that?
Well, I mean, we're not divorced, so she didn't, but
Right.
she tried.
How did she try?
Well, Jordan had told me several times that Jean was complaining about the fact that we were still married and that she never wanted this to begin with, even though she was at the wedding. Damn it! So, you know.
Is Tia gonna object this shit?
Has
Maybe
she
he's
done
curious.
anything to you? Regarding this attempted divorce?
I mean, there's been several rumors I've heard
still
of
here,
her
I think.
saying
Hey, still here.
things that aren't true. I'm
sorry. Did you just say that she's spread rumors that were untrue?
Yep.
They're
Can you
just
elaborate on
destroying
those?
Jean right now. The day is
Yeah,
doing nothing.
she's been spreading rumors that myself and the Mirror Park Predator are having a sexual relationship.
I'm sorry. Mirror
Who's the
Park
predator?
You know.
What?
Okay.
Okay, so
Anyway.
now he can ask her who the Mirror Park Predator is, right?
No further questions.
Speak up.
Who's
Didn't
the
hear you
predator?
over there.
No further questions.
I have not a single question for this witness, Your Honor.
No!
You can step down.
Ruined!
All right.
Tell him I'm not gonna backseat his shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mr.
Jordan,
Callow.
don't think I fucking see you
I
texting Jean
am-
back and forth.
Hmm.
Don't fucking think I don't see that shit.
Huh. I would defense rest.
My phone isn't even out.
I fucking seen you guys taking your phone out the exact same fucking time, over and over again, the whole time I was up there.
All right, Mr. Slater, would you like to give your closing?
Honey, you're deluded.
Yes, Your Honor.
Shut the fuck up, Jordan.
Your Honor, today we have heard the testimony of a witness to a crime, and through her good Samaritism, reported the crime to the police. Upon the report of a crime, Officer Steele reported to the scene and detained the defendant as Officer Steele has reasonable suspicion that a crime had been committed due to the report.
Right.
Due to the nature of the suspected crime of the possession of illegal drugs from the defendant's van to his home, Officer Steele requested assistance from Lieutenant Metzger. Lieutenant Metzger then contacted a detective in the form of Senior Officer Emily Reinhardt and a Justice of the State in the form of Chief
I did
Justice
call her a
Dennis
bus.
Labar to approve a search of the defendant's home for said drugs. Probable cause for this search was elaborated by witness testimony and by the photographic evidence submitted by the Good Samaritan that placed the drugs in the defendant's van, next to his property. The officer's actions stayed well within his rights as an officer of the peace investigating a potential
What
crime
the fuck?
while being gracefully considerate of
An
the
extra
defendant's
$1 a
rights
month
as
for my
citizen of the
Sirius
United
XM
States.
package?
Upon executing the search, Detective Reinhardt, Chief Justice LeBar, and Lieutenant Metzger found what had been indicated to them in the initial report and the photographic evidence, and that is, and I quote, 11804, a mountain of crack cocaine and other felonious items within the estate of the defendant.
Fucking bullshit.
Specifically, there were 3 color-coded bank cards, 700 grams of pure cocaine, and 4.6 kilograms of crack cocaine. This leads up to a $500,000 worth of drug paraphernalia within this estate alone. Your Honor, the people seek to find the defendant guilty of possession and transportation of this, and quote, mountain of crack in the form of the drug trafficking charge established by the physical evidence captured by Miss Steele. The people seek to hold the defendant guilty of possession for the additional drug paraphernalia
Your
found
kids
on
are
his
watching?
estate during
Someone
the search.
tweeted a picture of
Due to
it,
the
their
sheer
kid dancing to
scale
my
of
intro
the drugs
song, and
found
I
in
was
the
like, oh.
defendant's estate, the people seek a
no.
$20,000 fine from the defendant.
It's like, oh,
2
God.
years of
Oh,
incarceration
fuck.
in the Bolingbrook State Penitentiary.
Poor
1
kid, he
year
has no
of
fucking
observed
chance.
probation, and mandatory attendance during his incarceration to a drug rehabilitation program as deemed appropriate by Pillbox Medical Center's esteemed staff to get the defendant the help that he needs to combat his addictions that he himself testified that he struggles with as a citizen. Thank you for your time, Your Honor, and the people know that you will make the right choice as a justice of the great state.
I mean, my dad would like rent the fucking like South Park VHS season episodes for me at Blockbuster when I was like 7. So yeah, I turned out all right. So right, guys, I turned out okay.
I'm just gonna lay it out here. The prosecution has made
So fuck it.
a beautiful closing statement regarding the evidence, what was found in this search and seizure warrant. However, as seen throughout this case, the extremely shaky probable cause for this search and seizure warrant has been shown to be just extremely lacking. The fact that in one
Jerry
picture,
extremely callow.
that one or maybe a couple pictures that one person related to Mr. Chips Ahoy, who also was fighting with
South
this
Park was on that
person,
many years ago. I'm 26.
that was sent and not been completely verified
All right.
beyond a detective who showed up later and took that as word. Not only did she only write the first sentence of the warrant in regards to a judge who completely finished the warrant, including the probable cause reasons, instead of just
Wait,
filling
what?
out the,
Is that true,
end
Monster?
of it. The evidence
Hold on.
was also shown through, or the lack of evidence, excuse me, with the dog searching Mr. Chips Ahoy, finding a legal amount of marijuana. And
Jerry
the dog
sounds.
searching
Jerry
the
does. Jerry sounds like a
said
crazy
van where
person
these
right now.
contents were supposedly to be came back negative. There is no evidence that would link or give the reasonable cause or the probable cause to search a house.
Jerry sounds
off of
crazy.
When a dog sniffs the vehicle that they said supposedly has the drugs, when a officer shows up within
Jerry sounds
from
like
the
a
testimony
crazy
of
person.
all the people here within 3 minutes of the event.
So long.
Holy shit.
The probable cause that there was drugs in a house when the picture
What
is
is
of
he
a van,
saying? Are these just
which
words?
was never specifically verified to be of this event. This clearly was a betrayal from a mother who was jealous of her son and her son's relationship with her.
Dude, I love
real
that Jerry's in the
mother.
server, man.
And her retaliation.
Jerry
for that.
just makes everything. Jerry's existence makes the
Again,
world better.
this isn't about what there was found, the contents.
The world
of
is a better place
this
with
search
Jerry
and
in it.
seizure warrant.
Well,
Rather, it's
for-
the fact that this search
for
and
men, at
seizure
least.
warrant was blatantly illegal. There was no probable cause for this search and seizure warrant beyond 1 or 2 pictures.
it's just a bunch of
from
buzzwords.
one witness and the supposed validity of that of those were never actually validated, as said before. Additionally, I'd just like to repeat.
He's just rambling
the
like a
detective
madman up there.
who wrote this report only wrote the first sentence.
Is he on cocaine?
Whether
right
the judge who
think so.
executed it, also wrote a majority of this.
Is this gerrymandering?
Judge, I'd just like to
I
remind
don't think he
you
understands how warrants are
that this,
written.
again, is an
either.
illegal search and seizure warrant, and the case should be thrown out. Thank you.
That was horrible.
All right, I'm gonna go back and deliberate. I will return.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court's in recess.
Jerry, what the fuck was that?
Jerry! Good job, Jerry. Good job, Jerry.
Jerry, did you do that off the cuff?
What? Yeah, of course I
Like
did.
a 5-year-old speaking up there.
Jerry, you did
So-
great.
We need to understand how search warrants work. So if it, I don't think Jerry understands the word what affidavit means.
I don't think Jerry understands a lot of the words that he says.
So an affidavit is what you gave Judge LeBar on scene, which makes it sworn testimony, which makes the search warrant
What's her name?
written by him and filled out by
I don't
him.
see him.
He's right
Probably
next to
right
Sophie.
here.
Is he doing a
I
stance?
just want to know.
No,
Nope.
you might
Here
just
I
not
am.
be able to see him.
No,
Here
I
I
can
am.
hear Metzger. I just can't see him.
Yeah, he's right next to me. Oh,
fucking
he's right.
God,
He's sitting
okay.
next to me.
Yeah.
He's a witch!
Jordan, what the hell is wrong with your family?
Look, all right, Chips is a crack addict.
I mean, Chips is
Clearly.
a good boy, but your wife.
No, Chips is bringing down this family. Honestly, all this is Chips' fault. We wouldn't, to be fair, this is his trial. We wouldn't even be here if it
You
was,
left him
wasn't for
at the
Chips.
state fair. He never had a chance, Steele.
Shut up, bitch!
All right.
Don't tell your wife that I fucking
No,
goddamn
no,
no,
take him away.
the question, goddammit, Boba.
Take him away.
All right, you don't know. You haven't. Put me
Nope.
down.
Kill
me
I'm
down.
your problem now. Nope. I'm your problem now.
Put
You're
me
done.
down.
Drop it right now.
Shut up, Espinosa. I am sick of you. We have a lot to talk about. I'm not talking. Actually, you know what? We have nothing to talk about, Espinosa. I am betrayed. I am betrayed.
Hey, everyone, Espinosa
We
is
gotta go
banging
outside,
Bambi. Isn't that sick?
Fuck you, Jordan.
Yeah.
And fuck you,
Oh,
Espinosa.
All right.
Everyone,
the
round of
judges
applause.
asked us to go
This
outside.
Bambi broke up with Jerry over the phone while she was in Espinosa's bed. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think anyone.
Good
else
shit,
is laughing,
Espinosa.
Jordan.
That's dope.
So the next time we get
I like that
Yeah.
kind of
call
shit.
for him, we're
That's
gonna-
fucking dope.
Damn, I would have expected that
I'm-
from someone like you,
Alright,
Espinosa.
alright.
Why are you holding your bra in your hand? It's
I'll
What are you
tell
saying?
Thought you were a nice guy.
Hello, Edna.
What do you
Why are
mean?
you, why are you
What?
holding your bra in your hand?
You're
That's weird.
letting Bambi cheat on Jerry with you?
What?
Eugene?
What? I was
Yeah,
just talking to
okay,
my
sure,
wife.
yeah,
She's holding a
that's
bra in
better.
her hands. I think she's
All right,
nudity.
why don't we step down here, buddy?
What? No, get away from my wife.
All right, okay, all right.
Get away from her either.
Oh, are you hissing at me?
I'm Jerry.
What the fuck? Did you have your fucking rabies vaccine? What the hell's wrong with you?
No.
And you all have to chill out for a second,
Angel
all right?
stuck me in the
Jesus.
throat.
Andrew's punched you in the throat.
Rabies.
I believe you.
Yeah, he's punched you
Good
lately.
catch on the search and seizure warrant. That's probably the biggest contributing factor as to why you might want.
Yeah, that's the only thing I didn't realize it until I started.
Hey, was that you that kept following
Yeah,
the
I
guy?
kinda
Jerry, is it
rolled
now
into this and
sworn
was like,
testimony?
Oh, yeah.
The judge can't write a
Seizure
warrant.
is in the report. Wait,
Well,
no, it isn't.
Wait, the search and seizure warrant's not in there, yeah?
Did you follow the
Jerry, is it now sworn testimony that there is a Mirror Park predator?
No, there's no sworn testimony of that.
I don't know. I heard the word
Whose sworn
Mirror.
testimony is
Kayden.
of a Mirror Park predator?
Kayden said there's a Mirror Park predator.
Let's see if there's a report on it.
Never
Hold
said
on.
who it was.
If I walk any further, I
But there is
Actually,
one.
report? Is there?
That's what she said. It's sworn testimony now.
God, the Mirror Park predator. You said that on the stand.
Sure did.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's sworn testimony now.
Wait, no, it's wait.
And now she said in front of two officers, it's you.
Wait.
I mean, I got
Sounds
about
very reasonably.
my file's up to
suspicious
like
to me.
8 reports, so I'm just waiting for a few more to turn it in.
Why is everyone talking about babe? You know what? I'm out of here. I'm fucking out of here.
Oh,
You know,
he's pulled a summer.
When quitting in the middle of a case?
Yeah, he's pulling a summer.
Hey,
I was waiting for him to pull a
We
Murphy.
submitted the
I
complaint
was like
against
on
Summer
the
today, actually.
brink of collapse.
What joke's that?
Hey, Mr. Steele.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Got a
what's
question.
going on?
Joke is that?
How old are you?
I'm as old as the wind. And I'm as wise as time. I'm as bright as the fucking sun.
Fucking majestic. Listen, how old are you really?
Look, it doesn't matter. The wolf shaman tribe, Tika Awa Noahs in the Sonora Desert there. Time is just a construct of capitalism and bigotry. When you're out there running with the wolves, you don't exist in time. You just exist right there in that moment. And all you
Where the
have is
fuck
your
did they go?
Wolfpack brotherhood and a few more hits of peyote.
I was about to ask, whatever drugs you've done, I want to do them tenfold.
Honestly, it was an enlightening experience.
Sonora Desert, you say, right?
Yeah.
I gotta start looking at cracks more. Gotta go to Sonora
Go out
Desert.
into the desert, take everything, take all your clothes off, everything, shoes, all of it. Walk until you can't walk anymore. And then walk even further. And if it's meant to be, the wolves will find you. And if not, you'll die out there.
If for whatever reason I end up in the hospital and I have like mountain lion claws all over me, you'll know.
Alright.
You'll fucking know. I'm guessing you're probably like 50 something.
Jordan!
It's the only way your chips is dead.
She's out of
We had a
line,
fucking
Boba.
deal.
You gotta put
We had a deal.
You gotta put that
We
bitch
had a
on the
deal.
leash. She's running wild.
Yeah, calm down,
Stop
Boba.
pushing
One
me.
more time
Arrest
and I will
him.
hold you.
We had a deal, Jordan.
What was the
That's
deal?
my brother. Watch out. This is a
Are we
brother's
allowed to be
quarrel.
back
We had a
in here,
deal,
or is the
Jordan.
judge done?
What was the fucking deal?
You would
You would call her a bitch or I'd gut you alive.
Boba, I'm gonna need you to step back.
This is a brother's quarrel.
Don't get fired over this.
I ain't gonna fire.
Oh my
Jordan!
Listen, I'll slap that bitch if you don't. All right? How about that?
You're gonna.
Either
slap
way,
a
that bitch is
paramedic?
getting slapped.
Jordan,
You're gonna
cut
slap
it.
a paramedic. Okay.
Stop.
What are you gonna do about it, Boba?
I need you to
This
just
guy Jordan?
spread out right now,
It's like
or I will
Okay,
detain you
honey,
both.
this is why you have so many fucking lawsuits. Please, honey.
Yep. You know what?
God damn it.
Speaking of all the lawsuits,
You know what?
Officer Steele, would you like a DA's
You know what,
crime
Breeze?
covenant
You're
report?
lucky that your husband is such a strong man, or else I'd attack you.
Attack me?
I would fucking attack you.
For telling you that you left your son at the goddamn.
You weren't there. You don't know what it
That's
was
a
like.
threat.
Have you ever tried to carry a fucking
Jordan,
a thing of those
last
fries?
warning.
Threatens
Come
her
on.
again. I'm going after
Well,
it.
we're in recess.
Yeah,
We're
but
in
still.
recess.
Oh.
What?
Have you ever?
Gone.
Ow! Stop! All right, I give up. I'm sorry. Listen, Breeze, I'm sorry.
Apologize to.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Ever.
Thank you.
I
Sorry,
won't
Bree.
step on your oxygen line next time I see you. Okay.
All right. You're lucky that you're
Although I
named
hear
after
there's a
my
murder
favorite
trial
cheese.
coming up soon.
Oh.
No,
It's my, it's my second favorite cheese. Thankfully, my name's not Kayden.
Oh shit, I was shouting. I apologize.
Good shit.
I gotta go to the bathroom after all this.
Jordan,
I'm tense.
Uh-oh.
can I talk to you?
You can talk to the hand because the face don't want to hear it, bitch.
What is this, 2001?
Oh,
Jordan.
shit. I don't know. That explains when you
Jordan.
got your outfit. All right, come on.
Yeah, actually, you're not wrong.
Where'd he go?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna fuck you so hard.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Are
fuck you
you?
right in your asshole in the bathroom here. I don't give a fuck.
What the fuck did
What
I
the
just
fuck
hear?
are you
Jordan, you need to be
saying?
careful with that, dude. You said that so fucking loud.
Yeah,
Oh,
can you,
shit.
come on, follow me.
Everybody heard you, dude.
You see that?
What the fuck, Jordan?
All right, what's going on?
Okay, honey, what the fuck?
About what? The asshole stuff?
Are you divorcing Jean?
I'm divorced. Her. I'm doing it.
All right, so do it.
What does your tattoo say?
I don't know.
You don't know? You just got words
Oh, it
tattooed
says
on you?
it says greed is good.
What the fuck? What does that fucking mean?
It means greed is good. You know, make more money or whatever. I don't fucking know.
I don't like that.
Okay, well,
It's a Warcraft 3 cheat code.
so what the fuck? What are you guys texting about in there?
I called her a bus.
You called her a bus.
Yeah.
You're
She
not lying
said-
to me.
No, she said, wow, look at that. She's throwing you under the bus. And I said, the only bus I see in here is you.
Okay, so when are you divorcing her?
As soon.
As soon isn't an answer, Jordan.
Well, you know
I'm
what
sitting
I'm
here
saying.
running this fucking empire not for you. You know that, right? We're in a family business together now. Okay,
All
I
right.
need you.
Okay. Look, what do you want me to do? Just divorce her?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. So then, after this case is over, you can approach
Yep.
a judge,
Yep.
and you can do it.
I'm gonna do that shit.
And if you don't, I'm gonna be really upset.
Just listen to me, honey. All right.
Okay, honey, I'm listening.
Sometimes the wind blows and the leaves. Okay, do you think leaves are concerned about when the wind is gonna blow? It doesn't matter because they know that it will eventually.
I don't want you to eventually divorce her, Jordan.
Listen, do you think the flowers are worried about when the bees are coming around? They don't need to
doesn't matter
because
about the
it's gonna
flowers and the
happen.
bees.
Some things, listen, honey. Some things in life are inevitable. All right, death, taxes, me divorcing Jean. We just don't know when they're gonna happen, but they will.
I will give you 1 week.
Okay.
I don't even care if you marry someone else in place of her, Jordan. I'm fucking done dealing with her.
We totally know what Texas
And you realize that she's been telling everyone that you are the one who fucking forced her to snitch on Chips, and now there's a lot of fucking criminals that are cultivating and trying to murder you. because of
Cultivating.
it. Whatever.
Well, that'd be nice if you fucking tell me that. I'd be nice to know who's convicted. Well, but who?
Dean's a part of it. Mel's a part of it.
Why the fuck do they care?
Because they fucking care about Chips.
Why? He's no good.
Honey,
He's no good.
I'm telling you right now.
That
she
boy is
will
no good.
Be the reason that you die. Do you understand that?
All right, fine.
Brr.
Hey!
Oh.
That's my wife, and only I can do that.
Shit. All right, I didn't see you there for a second, so actually kind of good that you punched me.
Let's go.
It was actually kind of good.
Only now, Jordan.
I understand, all right?
All right.
Hey, actually, Mr. Steele, real quick, or Officer Steele.
Yeah. What?
You know, your son just said up there on the stand that he found crack in the ground. That's how he finds it.
Yeah.
That's.
Oh, hey.
I may be able to help you out with
Oh, okay.
telling you where he may get
Alright.
some of his crack.
Oh, is that really
Hello.
so?
Well, how do you
Where-
find
where
a
are we
mountain
going?
of fucking crack in the fucking cracks of the
Said you
ground?
wanted to talk to Kayden.
He does look on the ground a lot, to be fair. But yeah, all right, we'll talk after this.
Kayden.
Yeah.
Like Metzger and Svensson, straight as a ruler.
What?
Svensson isn't that straight.
What the fuck?
My voice cut out. What?
You guys talking about people's sexualities? Don't do that.
No.
Oh, was the courtroom just cleared?
No, I don't know.
Now we're just trying to figure out what all the ruckus is about.
You look ridiculous, Chips.
You look ridiculous.
You look
Standing
better
up
than
there
me.
with
Come on,
no
Jordan, you
father.
look great.
Fucking police in your
Don't
fucking
make assumptions
uniforms
when you
make
only
you
heard
fucking
like a
special.
quarter
Hey,
of the
don't talk to me
conversation.
like that.
I'll talk to you however I want.
Chips.
Hey, you want a? Hey, Spliner, do you want a better one? Come over here. Let's
You
talk
hear
over
that?
here.
You hear
I'll
that?
talk to you if I wanted that to you.
I will fuck your throat
Tell him,
so
Chips.
fucking hard if you fucking keep talking to me
What
like
about
that.
Jean?
Oh, you like it when I
Jean
talk
to
to you
look
like
her in
that?
the corner.
Talk about
Yeah.
your fucking uniform.
Yeah, you keep it up. I'm gonna
Now,
take this
what do you
I'm
think
gonna
you
slam
are?
this fucking badge down on your ass and
Order
give you the
in
stick.
court. Order in court.
Oh, yeah?
Judge is deliberating.
Leave.
I think we need to leave the courtroom.
Yeah, clear the courtroom, guys. Come on.
I'd say we're more than far away enough if we're just talking.
Yeah, just don't put me out.
Usually they want us outside.
Welcome back to Penta Premium. That's
Yes, take
so
this outside.
long.
Whoa.
Where'd Kayden go?
Where did she go?
Hopefully not in earshot. She's behind us.
What'd you do to her, Jordan?
She's right here.
Oh, there she is. Oh, you didn't do
You
anything.
goddamn
God.
predator that's now on the record.
I mean, it's not a
Predator.
It's not. It's not. Yeah, she just said there is a predator
Listen,
and she's fucked
no
them.
matter what happens, Jerry, I'm just glad that we were able to
Wait,
establish that there is a predator.
wait. Hang on.
I never said
Did
that.
Kayden just say she?
You did actually.
No, there was a rumor.
No, I said there was
there's a
an
rumor.
implication.
No,
Yeah.
you said
From
there's
Jean.
a
She
said-
predator.
She said Jordan.
Yes.
She said
God damn it.
Jean has spread a rumor that she's fucking the Mirror Park predator.
Yep.
Yes. That's what
a
I said.
rumor, and
Yep.
clearly Jean's a dirty, disgusting whore liar. So
Jerry.
Well, it's
Whoa.
fucking true.
Jesus.
I mean, it's fucking
Yeah.
true.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Jerry.
Is that why Jerry broke up
Yeah,
with his
she's a
girlfriend to go out with
fucking
Kayden?
Bitch.
I'm not going out with Kayden. I'm not Jordan. I don't have
I'm
4
fucking
girlfriends on the
married.
side.
You
Yeah,
don't even have
you-
one girlfriend.
That's not true. I have
Yeah,
none.
Jerry. That's
Just
You
like you,
literally-
Jerry.
Jordan.
Wait,
Jordan,
what
you
the
told me in the
fuck?
middle of the podcast you have 2 wives and like 4 girlfriends.
Didn't you
Wait,
just
what?
say you?
She's a little crazy.
Jordan, you tried to make me a wife. I don't know.
That's not true.
Hello?
Oh,
You what?
shit.
No, that is not true.
Uh-oh.
I was
You're
on
gonna
a
get knocked
call.
out again.
That's not fucking
no.
true.
No, no.
You know what? You know what?
Started
I'll let it
hitting on
pass.
me,
'cause I'm pretty sure we
and
already
I
talked
said
this out.
no.
Listen, the only thing Jerry and I have in common is we both have no girlfriends. That's it. All right.
Someone in
What about
Pony.
that?
Fuck you, Jordan.
Son either.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we don't have a fucking son. I had a son, but he's no good. He's no fucking good.
What a papa
He's no good.
I'm a better
better
father
than you
right
are.
there.
Where?
Yeah, right here.
Right here.
Eugene? His last grandson hasn't been seen in like 5 months.
Excuse
I'm his great-grandson.
me.
Well,
This is his
it's
son,
true.
not
Leave
grandson.
Billy out of this.
Who even knows where he's at? He probably got left at a fucking fair too.
He's a special man. He's gone off and he's going to do great things now. He's
All right.
traveling around the world. He's good. He's a rich man.
Well, that's good. You can take a bad one. Good luck.
He's also a bit of a snitch, though. So
Good. Hey, so's Chips. But we'll get to
no,
that.
he's not. You would never
Yeah,
snitch, Chips.
well,
Actually, Gene is the snitch in
Chippers
this
would never
situation.
snitch us.
Did a whole lot of talking during the raid, but whatever.
Chippy would never snitchy.
Oh.
He's a good boy.
Would you, Chippy?
He's not.
Chips
He's
is a
no
great-
good. We found
Well,
$500,000 of cocaine in his house. What do you mean
Yeah,
he's a good
illegally.
boy?
For
Illegally.
self-use.
It wasn't
Illegal.
illegal.
Yeah.
You went to go
Self-use.
take a piss.
Jerry,
Hang
just because you don't
hang
understand
on, I
how
gotta hit
investigation
pause.
works doesn't mean that it's fucking illegal.
I know exactly how it works.
I don't think you
Find
do.
anything in the car, but we
I
went in
do.
the house anyway.
You
Pixie
had
cups.
dirty dick
Crack
hands.
sticks?
Yeah,
Dirty
you have-
dick hands.
yeah,
Dirty
Well, you got a
Dirty
dirty
dick.
dick because you keep
Dirty
sticking in
cocaine.
cocaine.
Everyone involved.
Keep sticking it in
Everyone
people's
is-
mouths.
Cocaine would keep it sterile, actually.
I don't
That's
do crack.
not
What the
true.
fuck?
Hands and cocaine? No, not you. Jordan.
What?
Are you
You
asking
wish
if
you
Jordan
wish you
does
could
crack?
have
Jordan
sex
stuck.
with a bag of
Jordan
coke.
stuck his dirty dick hands in cocaine.
Yeah.
No, I
Ah.
didn't.
Chips.
Yeah,
I
you
went in
did.
there
You
and
went
used
and
the bathroom
illegally
later.
searched. Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, how
But
many
he did
houses
also
have
use
you
the
illegally
bathroom.
searched for people, Jerry? You want to talk about that?
What? I've never been into a house.
How many houses have you illegally searched for people?
I've never searched for anybody in a
Yeah,
house.
bullshit. I have some pictures of you peering into a window.
Oh yeah, I saw those on Twitter.
Yeah.
That was a setup.
Who the? How would that
who
be
would
a
set you
setup?
up?
Who would set you up?
It could be. It also. True. It could have been Larry.
Who
You've
the
met
fuck is
Larry.
Larry?
Larry Hallow.
Larry Hallow.
Oh,
Okay, so you're
okay.
telling me that a
Oh,
man
okay.
named Larry
Who do you
Hallow
think, Chips?
peered through the windows and
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah,
setup?
that's
Oh,
Jerry, did you
Yeah.
pay someone
Okay.
to fucking
Yeah.
impersonate you so you can get off on these predator charges?
No, I'm not getting off on any
Oh
charges.
shit, I
Oh,
forgot.
you're not getting
I'm
out?
not supposed to
Okay,
mention
so
the
hang on.
charges yet.
You
Hang
lost
on.
your girlfriend.
Oops.
Yeah.
What charges?
So, Jerry,
I need to go
Jerry,
back
you're
inside.
telling me that you have spent just okay. He's a
Call Jerry a predator.
There's no. Is there charges up against me? What the fuck? What?
Ooh. Hey,
Like,
Spider, can't talk.
if you hold on a sec, Jordan. If you see if we understand the line of questioning, it helps us understand what you need, and it also allows us, like, take Jordan for instance. If he needs to refer to the report for something to be able to answer, he has that time because the case hasn't started yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta start
Yeah.
coaching me. I don't know anything about SOPs.
But so
So,
that's what I was just telling
very
him
specific.
is-
We're not going to coach, but we'll talk to you about the questions,
Correct.
and I can't do it if you're late for the case.
well, goddamn it, you
So,
you give me 15-minute heads ups. All right.
I give you a 30-minute
Yeah.
heads up.
Oh, 30
That's
fucking
what I
minutes.
just told him.
I need
Basically, what
like
I
I
just
need
told
a
him
solid
is-
24 hours.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they need to give
would
a
like-
day's
we'll
notice.
provide to that.
So a day's notice, and then they also need to explicitly say, hey, Steele, I need you here 30, 45 minutes early to go over the line of questioning. That way you're prepared to know what you need to tell them. And you can also understand how they're going to attack the problem.
Yeah, so you
depending
can-
on the
you-
case.
Yeah,
you
you
can
gotta
understand the
coach me.
type of narrative I'm trying to. You understand the type of narrative I'm trying to paint. And you can help me paint it.
Yep.
Don't say coach because they can't witness
Yeah,
coach. They can
coaching
only
is
prep.
an actual. Yeah, coaching is an actual legal term that if I coach you, the opposite counsel can say, "Hey, coach, mistrial. He's not giving his own testimony. He's giving what he was told to say."
What's the difference between coaching and prepping?
Basically, if coaching, I would say, "Hey, what did you do when you arrived on the scene?" And then I would tell you, "I need you to respond to this question saying you detained everyone there."
Okay.
That's coaching.
So
Yeah,
you
So-
prepping is just going over the questions with you and letting you answer so they understand what you're going
and
to
then
say.
you can tell me if you
and
like
that-
the questions or not.
Well, they won't do that. They just might ask if they'll prepare other questions to
Yeah,
get
that's
to
how
the
you do it.
point. Or
Sounds
vice
like a
versa,
long way of coaching
You
somebody.
can. It is, but it's a legal way of. So if they ask you a
Yeah.
question, you understand, and then they ask you the next one, you can see where they're going. You can kind of readjust how you answer the previous question when you get asked it.
Well, none of
in
this will
here.
matter because I'm hearing something about perjury charges.
No.
What the fuck is that, Splainer?
I can only press charges based on what people present to me. If they present an actual case to me where they have tangible evidence, multiple supporting witnesses and testimony, it's my duty to the people to press charges. I am a prosecutor.
Well, is that happening?
I do not know.
What do you
one
mean
has
you don't?
presented,
Oh.
No one. I have not ever been presented a single quantifiable charge
Very
of
hard to
perjury
prove.
at all.
So people are just saying because Jerry's out there saying that he's pressing perjury charges on me, and I was like, I don't know if that's
Jerry
true.
can't press shit. I press shit.
Well, he's saying that he's trying to get you to press shit.
He may certainly try.
Has he tried, or is he just saying that?
He's talked to me about it, and I'm like, if you think you have a case, try it, and I'll let you know if it passes or not.
So here's my other thing is
Gotta
they're
get-
talking about
I gotta get
timelines.
this
Nobody
bar.
established a timeline when the report was written, and there's clear, definable
get
times
this
in there,
bar.
and
Yes,
that's my issue. Is they're trying to go
Oh,
after
here we
things
go.
on that. Let's get everybody back in here.
There was also a bunch of unnecessary facts that were permitted.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, perjury though, it's blatant lying, right? Not like
It has
not
to be
like
lying to affect the outcome of the case. You have to specifically lie on the stand in order to affect the outcome of the case, and that is why it's
That
so hard to
seems hard
prove.
to
Because
prove.
it's such a yeah, that's why it's so hard to prove. It's a very strictly worded charge,
Mm.
and that's why I've granted I've only been in ADA for about 2 weeks. I was
you get them
a
coming back
special
in.
prosecutor before that. I've never seen a quantifiable perjury charge come out of anyone ever. I've never heard of it happening in the city.
Yeah, I feel like every time I go to court, people talk about that shit, but then it just never happens.
Yeah,
very hard
everybody
to
talks. Everybody
Oh,
talks
shit,
about it.
okay.
I've never been presented a case for it. So
They're just like, "Fuck
maybe
it."
there's
It's
a
like,
first
it's
time
too
for
much work.
everything. But yeah,
It's like, how do you prove corruption unless you have outright?
it's like you
evidence?
have to do like one of these incredibly big trials. You have to provide that level of evidence in order to get somebody on perjury.
Makes sense to me. Welcome to the winner's side.
Norman,
I'll just go next time. Oh, I guess that works. Sorry, Norm.
You got hammered.
Oh, we'll put this quote back in the
Norm.
I think Jen is getting like chemo or something right now, so I don't really want to like.
There was a lot of.
do the
I'll be
divorce
honest with you,
therapy
this
right now.
case had a lot of stuff.
I
in
gotta
it
talk
that
to her out of
stunk.
character and make
And
sure
it stunk real
make sure
bad.
she's okay.
For one thing, the search warrant was nowhere in the case filing, and that's the search warrant.
It's
The
awful.
validity of the
Yeah,
search
it
warrant
sucks.
is the
Show her
only
some
thing
love
the
if you
defense
can.
even has to fault on, considering those drugs were found in Mr. Ahoy's house. I don't know why they wasn't in the case, because that's the only thing the defense has to fight. That being said, though, some other things in this case did stink. Whenever we had the picture of the drugs, the picture itself was very powerful. I'll be honest with you. It really stunk. I couldn't see a license plate or nothing like that. I just saw, the drugs. Nothing else. Don't like that. The fact that the van was searched, nothing came back at all in the search. There was absolutely no PCA, and especially with that picture, for any type of search warrant whatsoever.
Chad, it's not my trial.
And the fact that that house had the same amount of crack that was in that picture.
It's not my trial.
Now that we look back
The
at
CID.
hindsight, it'd be the only reason that Chips Ahoy right now couldn't sue the state for a break of his
Yes, it is.
constitutional rights.
How? You guys just
I
want
guess
me
the
to
state
lose.
Got lucky on that. For the most
Sorry.
part. I
Sorry,
think
it's
the fruit of
not.
the poisonous tree does come into effect in this case. Anything found inside that house would not be valid due to that warrant itself not being valid. I'm going to find Mr. Ahoy not guilty of all charges based off the fruit of the poisonous tree. This case is closed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Jerry, you won your first
Maybe
jury
cops should do
duty.
their job.
So the Chief Justice doesn't know what a probable cause is?
I guess so.
The biggest problem is that the warrant wasn't submitted. I thought it was a part of the police report. It was redacted from the police report. Again,
Jerry,
that's a mistake that I own.
Jerry,
That's
you're
just
1 to 20,
confusing.
Jerry, you did it.
Yeah, you know,
I don't-
this case was,
You're 1 to
I inherited
20.
this case along with 11 other
Yes.
cases when the DA's office became
17 and
strictly
1.
short-staffed.
No, you just heard it.
You're
Noticing
I'm
polls
just-
like this are going to happen.
Not my
Yeah,
case.
It's just more
DA's
concerning
case.
that the Chief Justice doesn't know what PC is, quote unquote. So
You
Give us
free
a speech.
chips.
Give us a speech, Jerry.
Speech chips.
Speech.
Oh, and Jerry.
And chips.
Double speech.
No, chips.
yeah,
Hey,
You know, the
Jerry.
justice can only
Yeah.
consider what has been submitted into evidence, and if that search and
Yeah.
seizure warrant with his elaboration
Another win
is
for
there,
OTT.
then
Wait.
he
No,
can't.
you're not
So-
gonna put yourself back.
So is that a loss for you
no,
or for
no,
the state?
Why are there chain gang emotes in here? There's not even.
Well,
Oh, it's for the state.
For the state, yeah, I agree. For the state.
Why are there chain gang emotes? The fuck? Seems weird. Oh well.
Hey, Officer Steele.
What? God damn it.
My train ticket is like pretty shitty, so you'll never see me in town.
Oh. Alright, well, I'm listening then.
At least not unless it's 4 a.m.
Okay.
So, for the lawyer, come over here.
Damn, sucks that the DA lost that.
It's
Thank
like
God
right
I'm
here.
undefeated.
So, you know, for
Yeah, the
for
DA
like,
really
5
fucked that
grand,
one
I'll
up,
tell you
huh?
exactly where he got some crack from.
Yeah, I'd like to know that.
Yeah,
Was
I've
I
given
standing
some
up
fucking
there?
crack myself,
No,
bro.
not my fucking case. Wait, what?
Yeah, like little while ago.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah.
I know, you probably. Yeah, so I'll give you all the details. We'll go to Mission Row PD.
I'd like to hear that. Yeah. Email them to me directly. I might give you a call on your home phone. You know what I'm saying? We can just do it like that. We can do it like
oh,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, because it's I don't know. It sounds to me like you don't really like the guy.
Chips?
Yeah.
I don't like crack. Drugs destroyed
Yeah.
my family, and then chips. It's a whole thing.
All right. Well, I'll maybe I'll get him to get some. Yeah, I'll get a hold of you.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
All right. Sounds good.
It kind of seemed like a weird, like, arguing. I don't know. What, he didn't like how the picture was taken? That's weird. That's just arguing, like, game mechanics.
Yeah, buddy. You'll never guess who I just showed around the house in the hills. No, you fucking idiot. Listen up. The last
Can you take it any other way? Well, what I did was I established out of character, like, hey, would this be seen in Chips's car? It's just as simple as that. Because, what the fuck? This is just, like, if I took a picture right now of this shit, there'd be no way to know. Like, you know what I mean? Talk to Gene. Chat, I'm so fucking hungry, I'm gonna pass out. Which coyote would be? Yeah, I told you, man. I do not like getting coyote. Power gaming and they didn't follow procedure. We did follow
Hey,
procedure,
did you see
and
the decision?
taking a picture isn't. Yeah, good job, Jerry. You got one.
Oh, I did. You were there? Is this other court case happening or?
I
don't
was
think
told
so.
it's not.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's not happening.
Yeah, well, thank God that wasn't me. You know, I wasn't up there, so it wasn't really my case, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Sounds more like a loss for the DA and CID than for me, so.
You gonna blame it on Metzger?
I don't know whose fault it was. Hey, I went there and I did my job. At the end of the day, $500,000 of cocaine is off the street, so.
It's true. And your son didn't get a $20,000 fine, so it's kind of worked out for everybody. You gotta get rid of his drugs, and then he doesn't have to. He's not broke.
You know what, Jerry? Good on you.
I didn't see that case. I didn't see that being a win until like 5 to 10 minutes into the case, and then
Hopefully
I started to
that'll be
realize-
enough of confidence boost to distract you from the fact that the biggest beta on the force has his balls resting on your ex-girlfriend's chin with his dick down her throat.
Oh. Jordan.
Good job on the win, Jerry.
Jerry, you get a free hot dog for National Hot Dog Week. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, give him a hot dog.
Wait, hang on. Jordan, wait here for a second. Jerry, come here real quick.
Yep.
There you go. Jerry. Ah.
So does Bambi. Alright.
Lost a son? Now a case.
That wasn't my
Hey,
case. Did you see me standing up there?
Yeah, you did. You went up on. You did go up on the stand.
Did you see me standing with the DA? No, that wasn't my fucking case.
I mean,
That was
you
the
were part of
DA's and the
reason.
fucking CID's case.
Yeah, but didn't you push the warrant on
No.
poor Chips, your son?
No, I asked for Metzger to come down.
Yeah.
That's all I did.
Why?
Callow,
Why?
you won. Why are you even talking about this anymore? Just take the
He
W
is.
and go on about your day. boy.
Jordan lost. God, you guys are so. I
And
collect
don't
so
let
many
Steel talk.
W's
Man,
that
don't
you
let
guys are
Steel
so
punk you,
thirsty
boy.
for me
Just
to
walk away.
for me to catch an L that you just make up fake shit, man. It's
It
crazy.
sound like you getting
I wasn't
punked
standing
right
up there,
now.
not my
He's,
case.
Dick down her throat. So.
You
Yeah,
guys
who?
are just so fucking
Dundee's
thirsty
dick
for me to
down
catch a
for an
fucking
marriage
L.
license.
I mean, polygamy not frowned upon in the state of San Andreas.
Yeah,
so
yeah, it's true. It's just,
pretty sure that there's plenty
Another
of
wiener
issues.
down there.
Jordan mentioned Kayden's, or Jordan mentioned Jerry's ex sucking another cop's dick. So.
Don't laugh.
Uh,
Why you laugh at that? But when I say he's.
You know, she broke up with Jerry only to have sex with Espinosa.
Hey, Jerry. Look, yeah, my thing is,
brother.
she broke up with
thank
you
you.
because you
Get your
worked too
number.
much and then got with a cop who's gonna work even more. So,
Yeah, so there's
she
that
sound
fucking
like she just didn't want to be with you, brother.
No, it's because he's
crazy.
But you know, yeah, good job on the win. I'm glad that all the working led to something. Hopefully it was worth it, Jerry. All right, still undefeated.
Unfortunately, still we couldn't get your case going.
Ah, that's all right. Another time.
Yeah, isn't that your wife that was trying to appeal to her resisted arrest?
Yeah, it was. Maybe she realized it was a bad idea.
Probably. Oh well. Anyways, brother, you out for the night, yeah?
Yep.
All right, brother. Well, you be easy. Go easy on Callow. He bitch made, so you gotta be easy on him.
I'm just trying to toughen him up. Huge asterisks. Chat, and how is that my case? Chat, I didn't even get to go inside the fucking house. The second that they didn't let me in that house, that was on the CID. Yeah, the CID came in and took over that case, and I just stood there. Didn't even have a picture of the van parked at the house.
Welcome back to Penta Premium.
Well, apparently pictures aren't evidence, so...
That's so long.
I don't know how that fucking works, but... Yeah, that was weird. It sounded like we were arguing a potential rule break in court. I don't know. I didn't like any of that. Powerful evidence. Yeah, that was weird. I didn't like it. I didn't like that. I guess, I don't know. What's the implication? Taking a picture is power gaming? This photo of the license would have been in it. She took the picture cropped. You couldn't see the inventory ID above it. So he RP'd that he couldn't see the license plate. That's so weird, though. I feel like that, like, if that was really an issue, it maybe, like, we could have established it out of character that, like, you know, what was actually, I don't know, whatever. Anyways. Yeah. Weird case. But I guess it was more because the DA didn't try to argue the warrant. They didn't submit it as evidence. So does this count as an L for me? I don't know. Did you see me standing up there arguing? Not my case, man. The CID came in and they fucking took it over, dude. Just a witness, chat. Just a witness. No L's here. Still 28-0. All right. CID made wrong decision. I mean, hey, it's just like Metzger said. Fucking Chief Justice signed the fucking warrant. So that's ultimately what it comes down to. If it was really invalid, why the fuck was the warrant signed? At the end of the day, the warrant had to be signed by a judge, and it was. So...
Welcome back to Penta Premium. That's so long.
Hope the bar tears up Kyle. Nah. Chief Justice also wrote the warrant. That's why he's saying it was iffy. Well, I don't know what was going on with that. I wrote my statement and I just sent it to him. Different judges have different opinions on pictures. Yeah, I guess. The whole case was thrown out on a cropped screenshot because the license plate wasn't in the screenshot. Yeah. Kind of weird, champ. Well, I mean, if pictures aren't evidence, then, like, throw out probably every case file we have on anybody. You know what I mean? You don't want to argue with Stan? I'm just trying to go. No, I'm fucking hungry, man. Whoa! It's the way the picture was taken. Isn't that, like, arguing, like... Not necessarily mechanics, but I feel like that's like a weird OOC argument. Is it not? Thing is, you didn't find anything in your car. I don't know. Just had no reason. She took the picture in front of him. Who knows? Oh well. Thank God it's not my L. That's all I have to say. If it was me up there, I would have won that case. I'm undefeated after all. $17-1. Listen, chat. I know you 17 and 1ers. I know that you guys are such losers that you feel like you have to drag me onto your level. But you guys are delusional, man. You guys are delusional, okay? I'm sorry. Wasn't my case. You guys saw what happened. The DA came in, and they fucking cucked me out of all of it. I wasn't even allowed to go into the house. At the end of the day, I guess it's just a cold world.
Welcome back to Penta Premium. That's so long.
But nothing is as cold as steel. Alright. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go watch the last episode of The Righteous Gemstones. If you guys haven't been watching that, you probably should. It's pretty good. Let's raid someone? Sure. I gotta take tomorrow off or just kind of get my shit together, dude. Get my life together. Gotta figure out what my diet's gonna be like for this winter bulk. This fall winter bulk. Jerry? Alright. No, let's host Norman, actually. Oh, just kidding. He's 8th. It's tough. Where the fuck is Jerry? I don't even see him. Is he streaming? It's not on Netflix. It's on HBO. It's called Righteous Gemstones. It's really good. It has Danny McBride in it, John Goodman, Adam Devine. It has a shit ton of people in it. It's really good. It's really funny. Jerry's in queue. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well then fuck it. Let's just host Chips. Just Norman is Chips. Honestly, he's the best at taking L's ever. Like in roleplay. Not even on NoPixel. He literally just takes L's to drive roleplay. He doesn't give a fuck. So we go here. I'm gonna go for the night. What do you want, you fucking good ass dog? You bring that good ass over here. Come here. Whatever. All right. Yeah, I'll be off tomorrow. I'll be back on Tuesday. Okay? Okay. Later.